brand new banger.
What is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the big red machine. Who wants to fight him? And Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. I got you.
Oh,
Man,
shit.
He collapsed with the kick.
That's what I was doing. That's the one. He didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick. It was the
And he's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he
there he
goes.
goes.
Oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were in the table.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit. That's right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm bar, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's starting to look familiar up here, huh? What's up, bro?
Yeah.
Don't adjust your dial. It is Thursday night, and you know what that means. Is Wrestling with Knuckleheads, and Hoach is making a special appearance because we gotta talk some shit. Hoach. We started it yesterday, but we gotta talk some shit.
That's right. I'm all about the shit talking.
Word shit.
Oh yeah, what up, Mr. Loki?
Where he said he's watching the Smash Machine. I forgot that came out already.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
That's the movie where Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is playing Mark Kerr, the MMA fighter.
Oh, that crap. Okay.
Yeah. You know, everybody's saying it's the best movie that ever came out in the history of moviedom.
Yeah, just like my left nut is the best nut that's ever come out of left nuts.
That's what I heard too. You know, I heard that on a forum on Reddit. It was, don't be confused by the right nut, the left nut's here.
That's right. But would it be? How you feeling today?
Man, I'm chilling like a villain on penicillin with a Mac 11, just wait for 7. What up, Joe?
Clack, clack, clack.
Wow, cacao. Shit, but yeah, man, yo, we got to start off with yesterday we spoke about the $11,000 ticket, but also Netflix reported that last Monday Night Raw's viewership was the lowest since the debut of Raw on Netflix. And it's funny because that comes off the heel of WrestlePalooza. and not for nothing, Hutch. Lady asked me like, "How was Raw?" And I just tell him for the past 7 weeks, the women did their thing.
I need to talk to Lay. He need to get back macking on his macking and watching Raw.
Shit, I mean, he hasn't. I mean, there hasn't been much to watch, but I hear you.
Hey, listen. I know I don't do the watch along with you, but because sometimes I fall asleep during the middle of Raw.
Hey.
And then when I wake up and go to bed, and then when I wake up again at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I can't go back to sleep, that's when I watch Raw and decide how ass it was.
Yeah, right.
Or how much ass there was.
Word.
Right now, that Raw has become down between how much scattered ass is on Raw and how much of ass was Raw.
Word.
Horrible. But I'm not surprised. 2 things. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why are you moving the time?
Because of the NFL football. That was what
again
the
same thing. The same thing I said with AEW, I'm going to say about WWE and Netflix. If you believe in your product, you don't have to worry about viewership. If you believe in your product,
word.
You know, it's not like Raw is some shit that is around 2-3 years. We're talking about 25 years of Raw.
Plus. But
it's always been either at 8 or at 9. Here's the thing, you're putting it at 7. So for all the people who have watched Raw for the last 20 plus years at 9 o'clock, they already have a schedule. They're already doing something at 7.
Yeah. Some of us ain't even home at 7 yet.
Yo, some of us are still jerking off at 7.
You right? Shit.
Or to the ladies DJing. You know what I'm saying?
Bring that back.
You know, some people, you know, like they really, really revolve their schedules around shows. Yeah. You know, on Mondays, they have certain shows they see at 7 and see at 8 and then get ready to watch Raw at 9. Now you're fucking up with that whole fucking schedule. Why? Because you're scared to go up against fucking football?
Yeah. That's what it is. They're afraid to go up against Monday Night Football. And like you said, if they believe in their product, they'll stay where they at. And, you know, not for nothing, Monday Night Football is in America. So I don't know why you need to go an hour early because you're still going to be competing with Monday Night Football. The last part of your show is not the strongest part of your show. It's usually the weakest part of your show.
Bro, Monday Night Football starts. The countdown starts at 7. So it doesn't matter if you're on 7, 8, or 9. You're still competing with football at that time.
Yeah. And also, if you're on Netflix, people can watch that shit at any time they want.
Right.
So if they watch football and Raw is good enough, they would rewatch Raw.
Bingo. But again, you have to be able to believe in your product. Look, bro, I don't want to get crucifixed or anything about this.
Well, it depends on who's doing the crucifixion.
We all know Vince is a piece of shit.
Yo, listen. I think if I know where you're going, I think I've been saying this for the past couple weeks. But go ahead, brother.
But one thing that we know about Vince is that he had cojones.
Yeah, grapefruit.
Big grapefruits. Remember, he has the brass to fire your ass.
Word.
He would relish the opportunity to go up against NFL. Not shy away from it.
Yeah. He would have made these past couple of Raws fantastic.
And even when the wrestling was bad, he believed in his product more than he believed in anything else.
Yep.
Maybe besides the dollar. But he wasn't scared to go up against football. He wasn't scared to go up against WCW, even though when he lost for 83 consecutive weeks.
Word.
Okay. Yes, McMahon is a piece of shit for whatever he did away from wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because whether you want to admit it or not, did some of that shit happen with wrestling personnel? Yes, but it wasn't on camera. It was in the back.
Yeah, it was his personal life. Well, it was his life off of TV.
Right. But he was not scared to challenge. He wasn't walking away from a challenge.
Yeah.
And all I see in the wrestling industry nowadays, where I grew up watching it, where people were not scared of making a stand, is everybody being scared to make a stand. AEW, you move up your fucking pay-per-view because you don't want to challenge WrestlePalooza. WrestlePalooza is one of the most horrendous names you can give a fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And you're afraid of that shit, and then your shit was awesome. Your matches were great, and then WrestlePalooza was hot garbage.
Yeah, other than the women's match, it was hot garbage.
Like you said, and like we've been saying for like 2-3 months, besides the women's segment of the Raw or the pay-per-view, everything else was ass.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything was ass. And now, here's the shit. I know you said you don't believe that it's Triple H running the show. You think somebody's doing the shit for him. But it's Triple H got the ball.
Here's why I say I don't no longer think it's the Triple H has the ball. He's running with the ball.
Okay.
Here's why I say that. All right. In NXT, when he had the talent, NXT was outperforming both brands.
They were. But I mean, like you said, they had talent that was.
But he knew how to. But here's the thing: he was using the talent correctly.
I mean, the talent was also putting on some of the best shit that you've ever seen.
Right, but if you don't put the talent in the best position to showcase their talent, it's just like being an NFL coach. You can call the best plays and everything, or you can have the best players or whatever. But if you don't call the best calls, you know what I'm saying? It's for nothing to have the best fucking players. You know, Phil Jackson won with the Bulls because he had arguably one of the greatest player, if not the greatest player of all time. But he developed a system to maximize that great player. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you can have all the pieces you want, but if you don't know how to use a strategy or you don't know how to put them in the best position to showcase that shit, it don't matter. So in NXT, he had the talent. You know what I'm saying? He put it in the right spots for them to evolve and showcase that talent. All right? We all know that the bloodline, he was a part of it with him, Rock, and Paul Heyman. What I am seeing now is horrible storytelling, horrible writing. But I've never seen it. It's gotten worse and worse and worse ever since TKA or whatever 80s rock band, freestyle band they want to be called. Ever since they took over, it's gotten worse.
But also, that's when Triple H took over.
He took over before that.
No. So Triple H took over, but he was still doing Vince McMahon's storyline, and it was after WrestleMania 40 or 41, that it was like, now it's Triple H's era, and that's when everything fell off a cliff. Because the Bloodline was a Vince McMahon thing, and they finished the Bloodline with Cody, and then, all right, the Yankees just scored, and then they once they finished it with Cody, that's when it officially became Triple H is taking over. There's no more remnants of Vince.
Yeah, and then the moment they announced that, a couple of weeks later, TKA has purchased WWE. And then you got The Rock coming out talking about he's the final boss and he makes the final decisions. Look, you could be right. It could be all on Triple H. All I'm saying is it's not getting any better.
It's not.
Okay? You got Seth Rollins and his Scooby-Doo fucking looking chain.
Oh,
and yes, and we confirmed it. Like, if you guys weren't a couple of weeks ago, if you guys weren't around, Toe looked it up and it looks exactly like the fucking the name tag that Scooby-Doo had.
Yeah, his medallion on his collar.
Right. Okay. They literally had to bring in Becky Lynch because that whole thing was already falling apart with the vision and all that bullshit. And it's not because CM Punk can't carry a feud. I'm sorry. To me, Seth Rollins is not believable.
He's not.
You come out in your wife's attire.
Yeah.
You
this version of Seth Rollins, and Lay likes to market it as the front man from every rock band in the 80s or whatever, seems fake and put on.
Right.
And when he was in the Shield, he wasn't really doing much, but he was able to wrestle, and that was it. When he was People Power, I kind of liked him in People Power with when he didn't sell out, he bought in shit.
Right.
Because I was like, all right, he's able to wrestle here. He's doing this thing, whatever. But now he's leading, or he's trying to do the Messiah. He's trying to do this. And I'm sitting there like, okay, you're doing a very bad imitation of Jericho.
Ooh.
You're wearing horrible fucking clothes. Which, okay, cool. That could be a part of your gimmick. I'm not going to knock you for that. We watched fucking Brutus the Barber Beefcake, fucking rock chaps and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Wild Man Mark Merrill fucking wore some crazy shit. So that's all cool. But you sound fake. You look fake. Your matches are fucking horrible now. And then you got your wife in here who, unless her face is broken, can't be the man. And she sounds... dude, we got to the point where the biggest representation of social media for wrestling have become retired wrestlers because they know how to spin this shit to make it sound better than what it is. Like they had a segment where they were talking about the promo right before WrestlePalooza for AJ Lee and CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, and they swore up and down that Becky won that night with her promo. No. And I'm sitting there going, how did she win if she's mumbling? She's mumbling.
Wait. Are you talking about the promo where AJ Lee says, "No, I'm just a Puerto Rican from Jersey, and I will basically cut you"?
Yes.
No. AJ Lee won that easily.
Yeah, but they brought it on Becky, and then the magazine said Becky's the greatest women's wrestler of all time, which is bullshit. And if you don't believe me, you need to fucking call somebody. Because anybody in the history of wrestling, even people who don't watch wrestling, know that she can't wrestle. My coworker was like, "Oh, I watched the match that she had with Nikki Bella," and I was like, "Well, I didn't know she couldn't wrestle." I was like, "Yeah, she can't do a lot of things." They only call her the man because she was wrestling against Ronda Rousey. Someone who don't watch
Which is
wrestling can tell
funny.
you she can't
Which
wrestle.
is funny because I remember the match with her and Nikki, and I remember a spot where there was a huge botch.
Yeah.
And I remember everybody saying, "Oh, that's on Nikki." And you remember I said, "Is it on Nikki, or was Nikki expected Becky to be at a spot and Becky was not there?"
I mean, because who the fuck just jumps on a rope and starts throwing kicks for no reason?
Thank you. And not for nothing, I had brought that up when we was in the thing, and a lot of people said that it was on Nikki because she hadn't wrestled in a hot minute. And I'm like, bro, she literally jumped up to the second rope and tried to do a kick that she does all the time.
Yeah, that's her signature. That's one of her signatures.
And Becky was like 10 feet away. So don't tell me that whole botch was just on Nikki. The botch was on both of them.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't know what Becky was doing in the meantime, in between time, because that shit wasn't one of those like she ran there and just said, "Oh fuck it, I'm gonna kick air now."
Right.
You know, but yeah, and now also one thing that they were talking about was you saw this past Monday night, right?
Yeah, I watched it.
So you saw when Roman came out to help the Usos.
Yes.
Now they were talking about a few things about that segment where it's like how Roman's coming out to help the baby faces, but the baby faces, the match is still there. And I'm like, yo, first off, Roman may be everyone loves him, like everyone cheers for him, but he is still a heel.
Yes.
He is Stone Cold Steve Austin right now.
He is the anti-hero.
Yeah. 2, the story that I think they're trying to tell was Roman went up to Jay and said, "You are finally getting what I've been telling you. Fuck these people. You got to look out for number one."
Right.
And Jimmy is looking at Jay like, damn, this nigga's changing into someone that he didn't want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we've been talking about, like, Jay has been like, we don't like this type of person. Like, we didn't like Roman when he was like that, but now Jay is turning into that. And he's disappointed. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I'm losing my brother, and he's becoming Roman. And you know what I'm saying? Because that's why you keep saying this whole, you ain't the tribal chief. You ain't the tribal chief because, bro, you're not Roman Reigns. Stop trying to act like Roman Reigns.
You're seeing it the same way I'm seeing it. All right.
Yeah. They saw it like Roman, like he was mad at Roman and some other, like it was completely off. Like it had nothing to do with Jay. Like now he needs to protect Jay or some shit. And I'm like, wait, what? Why is this all of a sudden on Roman? Like, why can't Jay look at Jimmy? Jimmy is Jay's brother.
Twin.
Yeah, like if there's someone that he's gonna protect, it's gonna be his brother. You know what I'm saying? So like, why is he looking at Roman? And not for nothing, Roman is telling shit to Jay that makes sense. Like, bro, even if you take out the fans, right?
Right.
And Roman's like, yo, stop fucking with the fans. You take that part out. What has Jay been doing? He's been putting his nose in everybody's business, helping them out, getting his ass kicked before major matches.
Right.
For titles. Not for regulars, but for titles. And no one's coming out to help him.
Correct.
So at what point does he turn around and go, yo, fuck these people?
Bingo.
Yo, listen, if that's the story they're telling, kudos to them. But I believe that's Roman doing it. Because if you ever notice, when Roman is a part of something, it's completely different than every other story on the show.
Right.
Everyone thinks they're gonna get a heel Jay Uso. What do y'all think? I don't think a heel Jay Uso, to be honest with you, seems pointless. I think we should get a serious Jay Uso. So because they're saying also they mentioned that Roman is on another level of stardom for Jay and Jimmy. The reason why Roman is on a different level than Jay and Jimmy is because Roman has beaten people clean and asserted his dominance as the tribal chief. And when that happens, you're looking at someone like Gunther. Like this guy, it takes a special person to beat this man.
Yes.
Jay, we have seen lose time and time again.
Yes.
He cannot be the star that Roman Reigns is when he keeps losing. So I think what they need to do.
Not only have we seen him like lose, you know what I'm saying? Like we've seen him get beat up
mercifully. Like this dude is getting his ass whooped left and right from people that have no business beating his ass.
Correct.
Right now, the Yankees are winning 4-0.
Yes.
It's the bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. Judges coming up to plate, man up first and second. So when you make Jay lose, it takes away his credibility for him being on that level, right? Because the one thing you have to be as a champion or to be someone that people idolize is a winner. Yeah, believable, but also like a winner. Like, let's face it. If the Ultimate Warrior lost all of his matches, people ain't gonna be watching him like they did.
No.
If Hulk Hogan lost most of his matches, he wouldn't be as big a star as he was. John Cena the same way. Like let's not get it twisted. The reason why people love John Cena is because he won all the time, and the reason why people hated John Cena because he won all the time.
Right.
But if he was losing all the time, he would not be where he's at. The only person to lose constantly and get ahead is Seth Rollins.
I was gonna say Tommy Dreamer, but okay.
Well, the difference between Tommy Dreamer and Seth Rollins is Tommy Dreamer's believable as someone who just needs a little more.
I'll give you that one.
You know, but so Roman, I think Roman right now is in charge of this story, along with Paul Heyman, and they're also fucking up the Bron, because the Bron, to be honest with you, should be destroying teams like the War Raiders and there's only 2 tag teams on Raw.
Yeah, basically.
They should be destroying tag teams. They should be solidified as not a tag team, but as a duo that's unstoppable. So that way, when they fuck up the Usos, it's like, oh no, these guys are real. Not just 2 people you thrown together fucking up the Usos.
Right.
Because remember, perception is reality. We don't see them as a tag team. So when they do tag team, they lose to Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. They lose to Cody Rhodes and whatever. But then they beat the Usos. It's like, wait a minute. The Usos is the best tag team in the world. This is a tag team that should not be losing to them. These people should be winning if they're going to beat the Usos.
Correct.
Then you put him. Oh, he just hit Judge.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so bases are loaded right now. So now, what are we doing here? Because yeah, the story could be Roman is telling Jay, fuck all these people, good for them. But you're also telling us they can't win. So does he have to be a heel to win? And then if he turns into a heel and he starts cheating, the fans are gonna turn on him. Fuck this yeet shit. The fans are gonna turn on him, and he's gonna lose any steam that he got.
Correct.
You're already killing him. You're castrating him with the fucking having him team up with Cody Rhodes and Sami Zayn and LA Knight.
You're having him team up with everybody. You put the belt on him. Then you had you had Gunter pretty much demolish him, because before he fought Gunter, he was helping Sami Zayn now and getting his ribs beat in by Braun Breaker.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So he gets mollywopped against Gunter, and now you basically have him as a court jester in the kingdom. You put him out there to hype up the fucking people.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, if he doesn't have help from a friend, he's gonna lose. Because everybody else he's fighting is cheating to win. So you're basically using him as a fucking court jester.
Yeah, and as a punching bag.
That's fucking sad, bro.
Now, who's making these stories? Because that's not something that I want to see. Because Hodge, not for nothing. How long was Jay champion? What, five months?
Not long enough. Not long enough for the type of hype he gets from the crowd.
He was champion for 52 days. So he started in June.
And in those 52 days, he defended that title more than Cody has defended the title that Cody has.
Yeah. So he got April, May, June. So like let's say 3 months. In those 3 or 4 months, if he would have won the title and then had a feud with Kofi Kingston, a former world champion.
Right.
These guys had banger after banger in tag team matches. You could have had that story right then and there. Wow. It's already cooked. Just heat it up, baby.
That's it.
That could have been
you don't need to add no more seasoning.
Yeah.
It's already seasoned. As a matter of fact, it's been marinating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
and then you could
put that shit in the oven and let it bake, baby.
Yep. You could have had Jey Uso wrestle Sami Zayn. Another one. That didn't even need to have a rivalry. That could just straight out be
two friends.
I'm gonna give you a shot because you ain't get one.
Right.
You could have had Jey Uso wrestle R-Truth, because at the time R-Truth was turning heel with Ron Killings and John Cena shit.
Right. And by the way, where's that at?
Oh, they put that in the back burner.
Way back.
Word. And then you could have had Gunther come back, and if he needed to, he beats Jay. Why? Because maybe Jay beating Gunther was a fluke, or maybe Gunther got better. Whatever. Gunther fights Randy Orton. Gunther fights Goldberg. He beats Goldberg, whatever, for the title, and then you do all that shit with CM Punk, right?
Right.
Now what have we set up here? Coach, we got Gunther versus Jay at WrestleMania. Jay won.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther versus Jay at whatever pay-per-view that was. Gunther won. We need the rubber match. So what happens now if, let's say, next WrestleMania, Jay versus Gunther? And now Jay's on another level because he's no longer sacrificing his body to help people out.
There you go.
He's on the tribal chiefs level.
He's on the ain't nobody helping me but me level.
Yeah. Now we're looking at if Ivan Drago or Clubber Lane were to come back and fight Rocky. You know what I'm saying? Like this is one of those things like, okay, this is the third match, but this is a completely different match. Because when Gunther left and came back, he came back somebody different. Now Jay's somebody different, and we witnessed it.
Right. The vibe is different.
Yeah. Yeah. And all the while, you can have Jay or Jimmy doing his own successful run on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy could have at least been the United States champion once during Jay's run.
Yes.
Because what they're doing here is either they're putting Jimmy on the back burner for Jay to succeed, or they're trying to softly set up a rivalry with Jay and Jimmy where I did all this shit on my own and you ain't shit, Jimmy. You can't do shit on your own and you can't win. And then you know what I'm hearing? We're just gonna redo Sami Zayn versus everybody he's ever fucking wrestled. And Jimmy Uso is Sami Zayn now. Yo, when Sami Zayn won the Intercontinental title off of Gunther, you can't beat me. You can't do this. When Sami Zayn won the NXT title off of Kevin Owens, you can't beat me. You can't win the big one. I mean, when Sami Zayn won the title off of Neville, I'm sorry. You can't beat me. You can't win the big one. Then he fought Kevin Owens. You can't beat me. You can't win the big one. Same thing with Gunther. Same thing with when he won the United States Championship off of Solo. Every time this fucking guy has a title shot, it's always you can't do this, you can't do that.
Facts.
I'm sorry, but at what point are we led to believe that this guy is the number one contender? Maybe he could fucking beat him. Because what's the point of giving him a shot if he can't beat people?
Very true.
Give Jimmy the United States Championship. You know, and yo, listen, I've said this once or twice before, but I'm starting to believe I think Jimmy has more charisma than Jay. I know Jay has the yeet, but Jimmy out there, it's something like I'm not saying he's outshining Jay, but he's up there with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work at WrestleMania. We don't need that match again. But yeah. And then you have this shit with Seth Rollins, right? And you saw Raw. So you saw right before the tag team match, the Braun Browns was out there with Paul Heyman. And Paul Heyman turns around and looks at Seth Rollins and says, "You all right?" And Seth Rollins got this death stare because he's like, "I gotta beat Cody." And I don't know about you, but I'm sitting here going, yo, you're taking away any kind of heat that the Braun Browns can be getting right now. Everything has went to Seth Rollins. Right at that moment, you took away everything that's going to happen in the next 10 minutes. Because now people are going to be wondering, he's obsessed with Cody Rhodes. And it's not your time. You had the video package in the beginning of the fucking night. You had a segment with Becky Lynch. You had the promo with Cody Rhodes, and then now this shit. How much are you gonna shove down our face that they're gonna wrestle each other? We know where they're gonna wrestle each other.
Yo, for real. You're not for nothing. It feels. Remember that time where they were trying to shove Roman down our throats?
Yeah.
It feels like they're trying to shove the Seth Rollins down our fucking throat.
They are. They are. What's going on, Tyson?
Yo, what up, Tyson? Oh, excuse me. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
You know what, bro? You
Hey, yo.
Yes. You know, I don't get why they do things like this. Like, they need to let it do. Well, you know, Cody Rhodes is the savior of WWE, apparently. He came back to finish his storyline, even though, again, me and Le and To have been saying it since the beginning. Jay should have been the one to beat Roman Reigns, not Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Because now you can actually make an inter-family feud. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Between Jay and Roman. You know, who's better, who's the more popular, and this and that. But no, Cody Rhodes, bro, not for nothing. How many times are we going to see Cody Rhodes versus Seth Rollins or Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre?
Like there isn't other people on the roster.
Bro, like, I'm here like, yo, is LA Knight on Raw now or is he on SmackDown? Because originally he was on SmackDown.
LA Knight was originally on SmackDown and they moved him over to Raw to do this shit.
Right. And for what? He should have kept him on SmackDown and have him go after the title and Cody Rhodes. Oh, but no, you can't have two faces go against each other. Bullshit.
Meanwhile, they're having two faces go against each other with LA Knight and Jey Uso.
Thank you. Makes no goddamn sense, bro.
The problem is they probably don't want LA Knight outshining Cody Rhodes with the crowd.
But he already does. I'm sorry. A lot of us do the whole Cody Rhodes intro chant when he comes in with his music. It's catchy.
Yeah.
But LA Knight can really literally go, put his hands up, and not say a word and go, and everybody would go, LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he don't even have to say anything. Yeah, LA Knight is more over than the guy that has your undisputed, undefeated, or whatever the fucking title, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's true. And bro, we've been saying this, the Ula Fala means more than those championships. And that's another thing I think they fucked up on. But we could talk about that shit a little later. But yeah, if Cody Rhodes beats Seth Rollins, it's another day in the neighborhood. If Seth Rollins beats Cody Rhodes, it's a disastrous thing for WWE. Because you're giving accolades to a man that, in my eyes, doesn't deserve it. Correct. But also can't do nothing with him. See, now, I would say the same thing to Cody Rhodes. The difference is Cody Rhodes has already been champion. He's already been the Crown Jewel champion.
Right.
And they already shown he is their golden goose. So it doesn't matter if he can't hold it or not. They don't even show him that much on SmackDown. But we have to sit there and watch 20 and 30 minutes of Seth Rollins every Monday night. And I don't want to see any more of this motherfucker.
No. I don't think nobody does.
And you sit there, right? You watch Raw. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins have their stupid ass promo where even Cody Rhodes was like, what the fuck are we talking about? And the only thing you hear about on social media is Roman Reigns came out.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now, Stone Cold Steve Austin arguably is one of the biggest wrestlers in wrestling, right? Yes. Merchandise sale, all that stuff. When Stone Cold Steve Austin came out and whooped somebody's ass, people still remember what The Rock did. People still remember what DX did. People remembered a lot of shit.
People still remember what Kane did, The Undertaker did, the Nation of Domination, Edge and Christian. It's like, yo, come on, the Hardy Boys. It's like, yo, come on, man.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that at one time, they literally had a faction of Mankind, Bob Harley, Al Snow, and the Big Show, the Job Crew, against the fucking the authorities or whatever the fuck they were called.
Oh, the Right to Censor.
Yeah, like no, they were going up against fucking the corporation before they merged and became the ministry.
Yeah, they're wrestling in Big Boss Man and Kevin and Ken Shamrock.
Right.
Yeah. And Those are matches. Like those are things. Right now, like we're talking about the job
Those things
squad,
that happened
right?
20 years ago, and we start talking about it.
Yeah. The job squad. No disrespect to anybody in the job squad, but that they came out in an era where they gave you an opportunity to shine, and you shine. But if they were out now and people were writing for them now, it would be the equivalent of Lucha House Party. Wow. Now, wrap your fucking your head around that.
Wow.
Wrap your head around that. With the writing nowadays, the job squad, that was a pretty big deal back in those days. And they did some shit.
Yes.
They did some shit. Would have been the Lucha House Party.
Wow.
Right now, based off of the way people are writing.
Woo.
How bad is that? You have professional story writers. And your stories are horrible. But back in the day, you had one man and a bunch of wrestlers making it work. And we can't forget none of the shit they did.
Wow.
So now I ask you again, Coach.
Wow.
What grade you giving Triple H? Is it in my report card? He's failing.
I don't know, because I mean, I think to me, he doesn't have full reins.
You know, I get it. He doesn't. But, Coach, where you work at, you run things. Like, you have the ability to tell people what to do and set stuff up, right?
Yes.
Now, let's say, so like your boss says, yo, I need you to do this. And you go, this is kind of stupid. I don't think we should do this. And you go, no, let's do this. Wouldn't you try to polish that turd a little bit?
Just a little bit.
There ain't no polishing of the turds here. So if there is someone out bossing him, telling him what to do or telling people what to do, and there's no effort in trying to make what that shit is better. Not even from the wrestler. Now I'm saying Triple H, but it's also the wrestler. Because, yo, as much as we talk shit about everything that happened, when CM Punk goes out there, people listen, his segments go over. When John Cena goes out there, people listen, his promos go over. When Paul Heyman goes out there, his shit goes over. Roman Reigns, his shit goes over. No one else's shit goes over. The only thing that goes over is their fucking entrance music.
You're a little bit wrong on that.
What? Who is that wrong on?
When Stephanie McCare comes out, I listen.
Oh, no. Yeah, listen. I already mentioned plenty of times about the women. You know, the women, they ain't a part of this conversation.
We're just talking about them. Okay.
The women care. Yeah. I was like, come on, hold on now. The women are a different animal here. The women they're taking advantage of the opportunity of being more.
And they are running with it.
Yes. And not even just on Raw, on NXT also.
Bro, they are running with it.
Yes.
I love it.
Oh, yeah. Because, not for nothing, and I don't, listen, that guy that claims that I can't sexualize somebody, motherfucker, I'm going to say this until I'm blue in the face. I don't need much to sexualize anybody, but we've been looking at beautiful women doing wrestling for decades, Hodge.
Yes, we have.
And some of these women got to be a top 10, 20 beautiful women of all time in wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that helps a lot also. Because, granted, I'm not out here expecting these girls to be in bra and panties matches or mud wrestling or this, that, and the third. But to be able to see beautiful people do beautiful things in that ring is beautiful.
The most beautiful was a moonsault in the world.
Mm-hmm. And listen, and I'm not saying that anybody's ugly, But also, looks really don't matter when you're performing at the top level that these girls have been performing.
Bro, how is the storyline between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley more captivating to me than anything that Seth Rollins does?
Yo, and I'll give you another caveat to that. Half of the storyline is in Japanese. Half of the fucking stories in Japanese.
It's facts. It's facts.
How, Sway? How is something we can't understand verbally more interesting than the two champions wrestling each other? You bring up a good point.
Bro, the storyline between Bailey and Lyra Valkyria more interesting than some of the stuff the guys are doing.
And that's because they gave Bailey something and she's running with it.
Right.
Because like I mentioned before, if it's not Triple H, it can't always be on Triple H. It can't 100% be on Triple H. But the rest is that's out there, it could be on them. And they're showing they don't give a shit. Not to the point where they're gonna marry the situation they're in, where Bailey is looking like Brian Pillman out there with her fucking snapping and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she's starting to get into that like almost gold dust dedication of this fucking split personality.
Yes, and it's going good.
Yeah, and these women are taking that shit to like. Look at Asuka. Asuka was out there going, "Yo, I'll do whatever you need me to do," and whatever. And she wrestles. She has good matches. Nothing. And then they go, "We need you to be a bitch and boss Kyrie Sane around." My man, I was watching Raw by myself on Monday night's watch along, and I've said it. Kyrie Sane and Io Sky's face are so expressive that
yes,
I don't know what the fuck Asuka's saying, but based off of the looks on their faces, I know what she's saying.
Yo, facts. 100%. I know what you mean. Because I'm watching the show and I'm like, oh, damn, she just said some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. She done said some shit. I know that they ain't interpreting that shit because she probably cursed. There's people in Japan like, oh, she said that? She called her mother a whore. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, yo, for real. And I'm like, yo, this is the dedication that I want. Like, this is what I ask. When people say I've been studying, this is what I ask. Like, what have you been studying? Because he goes grade A fucking material to study.
Bro, like I know Les has his issues with CM Punk or whatever, but I can listen to CM Punk cut promo after promo after promo after promo. I can't do that with Seth Rollins.
No, I can't even listen to this motherfucking song, bro.
Like I can't. Like I'd rather listen to Braun Breaker cut a promo because he's unpredictable, so you don't know he has that. Listen, I know it's a very well kept secret, but Braun Breaker is a Steiner, so you know he has a Steiner isms in his vocabulary. Let him come out. Let him come out. Let him do the Steiner math on somebody.
Word. Bro, just seeing him get frustrated with fucking up some shit and then going, you're fucking, I'm going to go after these people.
Is a lot better than Seth Rollins.
Yeah. Because one, that snap, that him being pissed off is genuine. The problem is, I want to see him actually fuck somebody up afterwards.
And not being held back by Paul Heyman.
Yeah, because I think that would make him more dangerous.
I want to see one where Paul Heyman tries to stop him and he snuffs Paul Heyman out the way, runs to the ring, fucks somebody up, whoever it is.
Yeah.
And after he comes down, Paul Heyman's still on the ground, and then he goes, oh shit.
Yeah, like, oh, I can't control this man.
You know, like he already realizes himself, like, oh shit.
Because Big Papa Pump would have did that.
Yes.
Big Papa Pump would have threw Egg Bischoff on his ass to go fuck somebody up.
Correct.
And yo, bro, this is what I'm saying. If you'd have made the Braun Bronze a tag team and they would have fought local talent and fucked them up, they would have been more dominant in the eyes of us because of perception. Now imagine Braun Breaker is trying to cut a promo and he fucks the shit up and he just goes after the people that he's wrestling.
Right.
And Bronson Reed is like, all right. And Bronson Reed just stands in the corner and lets Braun Breaker beat the shit out of both of them and pins them both.
Correct.
And then the next time they go out, Bronson is like, it's my turn. And he goes and fucks up both people. And it's almost like this isn't a tag team. This is just two people trying to show that they can fuck up two people.
You know who they would be? The modern era APA.
Yep. The Legion of... Yo, they would be the Steiner Brothers. Because if you really watch the Steiner Brothers back in the day, they were monsters.
Oh, yeah.
They were fighting Dr. Death Steve Williams out there.
They were fighting Doom. Remember Doom?
Yeah,
Ron Simmons and Butch Reed?
Yes, I remember them.
Bro. Oh, and you know, people, they don't know what they had, especially with those two together, because you have the unpredictability of Braun Breaker. And then Bronson Reed is like so smooth, especially with the accent. It's like, yo, you guys are missing your mark with these two people, and putting them together with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, Seth Rollins is holding them back. They should have been what the Shield was supposed to be for CM Punk.
Yes.
Just some people that came out there and helped him out once in a while. Because if they would have been on their own,
yes,
doing this slick shit, Bronson Reed could have been the guy talking them into problems just so he can see Braun Breaker fuck somebody up.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God, bro.
Right,
hey, WWE, give us a couple of $1 million, man. We'll fix your problem.
Give us the monies.
Show us the money. Bro, and listen, this has only been a segment. What? We started this at an hour. And in an hour, we've given you better storyline than you've had in the last 6 months to a year.
We fixed Jey Uso's run. We made an opportunity for him to wrestle Gunther again at WrestleMania. We fixed Seth, the Braun Bronze. We fixed their issues. We fixed Jimmy Uso. We fixed what would have happened with the United States Championship.
Yeah.
Come on, yeah, bro. Like, right, yo, dude. If you're not gonna write the check, at least steal the fucking ideas. Like, shit. At this point, I just want to see something better. Like, fuck, bro.
Shit. Yes. Something better, cause yo, it's not working, bro.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys are trying to do, it's just not working.
And yo, they got people left and right trying to tell us what's happening. And I'm like, yo, that's cool. But I can see what's happening. What you're saying and what I'm seeing are two different things. You know? And don't try to piss down my fucking leg and tell me it's raining. And that's what they're doing. At least be honest with us. At least be honest with us. Like the women, you're honest with us because they're telling you exactly what the story is. Io Shirai is torn between being a friend with Rhea and being a family with Asuka and Kyrie.
Because remember, people forget, Bayley put them together as Damage Control, and they turned on Bayley.
Yes. And Asuka looks like she's about to do the same shit to Io.
Correct. But it works. Even though we've seen this before, it works.
Because one, Asuka's a Asuka seems like she's in charge now. And 2, it's apparent the reason why is because Io lost the championship and Asuka doesn't think she's worthy to be the leader or to be where she's at now.
Correct.
Which they should have did when Roman lost the title to Cody.
Correct.
What they did with Jacob Fatu, they should have did with Solo to Roman.
Bro, but here's the thing. Here's the thing that pisses me off, right? After Roman, you literally had Solo try to run shot against his own brothers.
Yep.
He brings in my man, the Samoan werewolf. He runs roughshod over everybody. Remember, this guy who went toe to toe with Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman was like 2 feet taller than him.
Yeah. And was considered one of the strongest men in the world too. So
right. The crowd loves Jacob. Even though he's a heel, the crowd loves him. You put the strap on him. He loses the strap to Solo. And now where is Jacob?
Nowhere to be seen. And you see, you fast tracked it because when Roman lost, Solo stepped up. And in Paul Heyman's eyes, every time Solo spoke, Solo was a dangerous person.
Yes.
But every time Solo had a match, he was a joke.
Correct. And he was surrounded by, I'm sorry, I know that one of them, his Haku son.
Yeah. They're both Talatunga and Yoma Younger. They're both Haku son. I think one's adopted by Haku, but they're brothers.
Right, but I'm talking about the one that's his blood son.
Yeah.
Is nothing like the father.
No. Which is cool because he had this like gangster swagger to him. And if he would have turned,
then they gave him the hyena laugh.
Yeah. Which, granted, for people like Show, that shit worked because he loved that shit. So that's, cool. But if they would have turned the bloodline into a gang instead of for a family, I think it would have made it even that more dynamic because one, now it's different. It's not people listening to a master. Now it's a group of people fucking shit up. Because now you sit there and you got Solo, who was supposed to be the tribal chief's bodyguard, going there with no leash on him no more, with a bunch of people that are just as crazy as his ass. That should have been a very dominant faction there.
But no, they pussy whooped them. They pussyfied him.
They kept losing to Cody Rhodes. Nothing.
They made the Sons into a joke.
Yeah. Because not for nothing. You know what I would have done? If I was them? I would have been like, yo, Solo, we're going to move you to Raw with Jay. And we're going to have you go out there and be rough shot and all that. You ain't even going to touch Jay. You're going to try to get Jay to be convinced, like, yo, bro, we been held back by this motherfucker. We don't need to be held back no more. And then when Sammy steps involved, then you can have Tama Tonga and all these other people come out and it's like, oh, what I told you was real. I'm not being held back by nobody. Not even you, brother.
Right.
And now he got the gang on Raw. Because SmackDown, you ain't big enough to succeed on SmackDown. I'm sorry, SmackDown is a bad show to have someone go over who isn't already over NuKKle. You can't put Seth Rollins on SmackDown and expect him to be over. That's why LA Knight kept wrestling fucking Shinsuke every week. But the minute he goes to Raw, he's a main event guy.
Yeah.
little things. This is what I'm saying, Hutch. Little things. We're not changing much. We're not changing anything but the perception of the way these wrestlers are. All we're doing is changing perception. We are wrestling. We are carnying this wrestling up because a lot of wrestling is just con men, and we're making this con better.
Now, there's a rumor that I think Roman is putting a new bloodline together, and he's gonna have a new enforcer. At least that's what I read on IG.
Okay. Did they make mention of who's gonna be the enforcer? Or?
No, but would you want it to be one of the new Samoans that's on that they signed as to NXT, or would you want it to be Jacob?
I think you get a new guy because I think Jacob right now, if he goes and becomes Roman's enforcer, he's falling backwards.
Thank you. This discussion I was having with somebody, and it was like, no, you got to give him Jacob. And I'm like, yo, but Jacob proved that he doesn't need anybody to be a force.
Yeah, because if you're going to have Jacob with Roman, it can't be he's the enforcer. It has to be he's there to help Roman. It has to be that you have the Vision and another person versus Roman, Jimmy J, and Jacob. He has to be there to be the fourth man because they need somebody in War Games or whatever the case may be. It cannot be I need somebody to be enforcer because Jacob Fatu has graduated from that role and he's become a solo act.
Absolutely.
We can't do that no more. And if you bring him back to be a fucking Roman's enforcer, you're just dropping him back the way he started, and you might as well just let him go to AEW.
There you go, people.
Now, I don't know who these new people are for the Samoan dynasty or whatever, but I would have somebody new there. And not for nothing, this might be a stretch, but if you're going to have someone join Seth Rollins to go just for War Games, not to be on their team, I would have Obafemi come up.
Ooh.
Because now you have Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Obafemi, three top guys, three dangerous guys, and three guys that are believable that can beat the shit out of people on the other side of that ring. And if you're gonna put Roman, Jimmy, Jay, and Jacob, that's the opposition I would put them up against.
I like that.
And like I said, Obafemi would just be for the storyline. Not he won't be a part of the group. He'd just be like, yo, a mercenary, a hired gun, somebody that fill a spot up. Because you show that this guy can hang with the top guys here, and that skyrockets him in the main roster. To now, you don't really need to spend all that time him wrestling locals. He could go from this storyline to like, okay, Dominic, the Intercontinental title's mine. Or, Seth, now that you owe me one, I'm taking that title from you.
Yeah, no. I like that.
And here goes something that I've been saying for a while now. I want your opinion on it. I'm saying that the Prince of Dubai or the King of Dubai, whoever the fuck is that guy with the red shit on his head.
Right.
He's spending a tremendous amount of money just to make the WWE do whatever the fuck he wants. If there's someone that's influencing Triple H's thought process or his storytelling, I believe it's him, because he's throwing money around and he's prostituting the WWE right now.
Okay.
You need examples or
No.
Okay.
I'm like, you're talking about the dude we saw when in the boxing fight, right?
yes.
That dude.
Which apparently he's working with TKO to do Zuffa boxing.
You know what? It makes sense then.
Yeah.
Especially, isn't they doing Crown Jewel in Australia this year?
Yes. But I do believe they're going to Saudi for something. Well, they're going to be in Saudi for Royal Rumble.
Wow. That's interesting. But you're right. I do feel like he has a hand in whatever Triple H is doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah. I do feel like he does.
Because if you think about it, a lot of the shit that's happening that don't make no sense is shit like, okay, Goldberg wanted a retirement match. They just threw one together for him, and they changed everything so he can have a retirement match. Then they go overseas and they develop this new world title that the two champions are gonna wrestle, but that title means nothing, and you don't even wear it.
Right. But you gotta wear the ring, though, right?
Yeah, you get to wear the ring.
You can show off the ring. Like, what was that? Didn't AEW have something like that?
Yeah, the brass ring or the diamond ring that MJF kept winning.
So they can't even come up with a fucking an original thought.
Yeah.
Which is funny because I always thought that AEW ring was very similar to WCW's Battle Bowl ring. Remember that one?
Yes. I remember that because it went to getting a championship at Starrcade.
Thank you. It's wild.
All right, I'm trying to see the next events just to see if there's any more in Saudi.
In Saudi?
Yeah. There's no mercy happen. So they changed Invasion to Showdown, which is gonna happen next week, and then Crown Jewel is in Australia, Halloween Havoc is in Arizona, Saturday Night Main Event is in Utah, Survivor Series is in San Diego, and there's another Saturday Night Main Event in Washington D.C., and that's the last shit for December. But then Royal Rumble is gonna be in Saudi, and WrestleMania is gonna be in Saudi for 2027. Which is it's not bad enough that he makes these events that mean nothing, and they make it as big as WrestleMania already in Saudi, but now they got to take WrestleMania. Have y'all been following the Dime Dash Killer stuff? No, I haven't. I don't know if you have, Coach.
Nah, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, me neither. But
is that what they having my man Killer Croster?
out.
Now I do have something for you, so
Okay.
Because I had a friend of mine, a coworker, tell me this, and I need you to confirm it. Because I was telling him how WWE doesn't know how to use Killer Cross or whatever. He mentioned that Killer Cross doesn't want to take any heavy bumps. And I'm like, but in TNA, he took bumps and stuff like that. And he said, yeah, no, one of the reasons why they use him the way they use him is because he does not want to take, him or Scarlett don't want to take bumps.
See, I heard that also. But when you see him wrestle in the little times he did, when he wrestled Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business at WrestleMania in that no disqualification match, they was throwing him through tables like nothing. And it says Karrion Kross has publicly dismissed rumors that he refused to take bumps, calling them fabricated and humorous, while some speculate he avoids certain types of bumps due to past shoulder injuries, leading to cautious side favoring bumps in some matches. There's no evidence he outright refuses to take them. He has even been seen taking back bumps in recent matches. And now he's doing the indies where I'm seeing him he's bleeding and he's doing all this other shit in these matches. Like, I think that's bullshit, and I think that's either something that someone inside the WWE fabricated so they can fucking get rid of him and the fans can turn on him, or that's just some stupid ass fan that somebody said something and they caught wind.
Could be.
Oh, Cameron and Dame Dash? No, I don't know nothing about their beef.
But I haven't even heard anything like that. But
yeah. Oh, here goes a take that I had. Someone asked on Instagram, how do you think Triple H would have written or would have dealt with Bray Wyatt if Bray Wyatt was still alive? And I said the same way he's doing Uncle Howdy.
Fucking him over? Gotcha.
Yeah. I think Bray Wyatt would have pushed for these guys to do more. But I think eventually they would have felt right where they are. Because they have to make room for their celebrities and they have to accommodate the people that don't watch. And my evidence for that is when they were bringing back the Wyatt Six, they had QR codes. And everybody's looking at the QR codes. Everybody was putting the pieces together. People were conspiracy theorist experts. They came back. Big thing happened.
Wow.
And they did nothing after they came back. Granted, I think what's his name got hurt, but you can still put on the vignettes. You can still have the other people come in and do something. You can have people stalk people. You could have made it that Dexter Lumis is stalking somebody, and Luke Harper stalking another person. Nikki Cross is stalking somebody from the women's division, and Uncle Howdy's just sitting there orchestrating this whole thing, promoting chaos, being the nightmare that Bray Wyatt was protecting us from. But no, there's no thought into this.
You know what? I like that. I had to think about it, but that's exactly what's going on.
There's no thought into what's happening here.
No, you took a wrestler like Nikki Cross and you basically made her black.
Yeah. It's crazy how she's a superhero and she's more interesting than a character that we have been following for years before they put a face to it. She's supposed to be Sister Abigail.
Right.
They have none of these people in this group have personality, which makes me think they're zombies. And a zombie just goes out there and kills people. But then you have matches where they're wrestling normal matches. So what are they? Are they wrestlers? Are they zombies? Are they Freaks, what are they? Because the Fiend didn't wrestle like Bray Wyatt. The Undertaker didn't wrestle like the American Badass.
Correct.
Kane did not wrestle like Corporate Kane. Just saying.
No, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right, my friend. That is insane. But yeah, it's...
I don't know. Do you think that they would have been able to write Bray Wyatt, right?
No. Because they would have tried to write Bray Wyatt, and a character like that, you don't write. You let him dictate. He is so his character, his storylines are one of a kind. They have trouble writing storylines for regular people. Imagine a supernatural phenomenon like Bray Wyatt and The Fiend. Like I said, when we started seeing Nikki Cross on the thing, we thought that she was going to play Sister Abigail. They don't refer to her as Sister Abigail, so I'm like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah. And they completely took out Alexa Bliss from this, where she has a fucking story with Bray.
Right.
She was hypnotized to be this shit with Bray.
Correct.
So where is she at? Why isn't there things happening with her?
She's tag teaming with Charlotte.
Which is another thing we can talk about. The purpose for this tag team is what? You know, they used to be a purpose.
Actual tag teams instead of two people that are just thrown together?
Yeah. Because you notice now, they started off 1 week, I don't like you.
Right.
Second week, you need me to get over. Third week, we're best friends.
Right.
And I'm old school. When the Ultimate Warrior and the Macho Man tag team, or the Macho Man and Hulk Hogan tag team, it always started off at a necessity. And then with length of the story and the more matches they had, you start seeing them mesh together. Then they started developing tag team moves. Then they started, going, okay, I trust this dude. And then something happened, and no longer are they a team, they're enemies. Now, we start off as best friends. We're the best tag team in the world, and now we're enemies, and this just ruined whatever the fuck we had.
It's horrible.
Yeah. Because the payoff isn't as big as the story. You notice that now.
Yeah, uh-huh.
We're not getting the same payoff we used to with the ending of shit.
Again, like I said yesterday, what happened to the feud between Phantasmo, LFO? It wasn't even a feud because LFO was always losing.
LFO?
Well, I mean, LWO.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
So then they moved them to Raw. What happened to the Phantasma group? I don't see these niggas.
Oh, they're in Triple I all of a sudden. They moved all the Spanish-speaking people to Triple I.
I'm telling you, bro. Oh. Don't make no fucking sense.
Nope.
You lost. They lost another. WWE lost a talent again in their driving.
Yeah, and before we get to Andrade, well, actually, not for nothing. No, Andrade could have been on that list of people who wrestled Jey Uso. Same thing with Carlos Santos Escobar,
who's a great heel, by the way.
Yes, he could have been on that list to wrestle Jey Uso. They don't necessarily need to win the championships, but if they're there and they're wrestling Jey Uso, that means they're on the level.
Right, but it also means you're giving Jey Uso, you're keeping him fresh. You're not giving him stagnant. You're not having him fight Jimmy or Sami Zayn or
it's the same people that just fought Roman.
Thank you.
What's going on, DJ?
Yo,
what up, D?
It is showtime.
Showtime, folks.
That's right. So, what you walked into is us talking about we lost Andrade, and he could have been someone that Jey Uso defended his title against, along with Carlos Santos Escobar and newer people, because it would have made Jey Uso fresh still. It would have showed the future of the WWE. And also, now that you're struggling to find other people to wrestle in mid card, you got them.
That's under 50 years old.
Yeah. Because he goes the match. I don't know if we saw this or not, but he goes two matches I would like to see. Santos Escobar versus Penta, and Santos Escobar versus AJ Styles.
Okay.
On Raw.
Especially the Escobar AJ Styles, like you said.
Yes, I was about to say that is intriguing.
That's especially for a Raw. Like, I think that would make some people click on. Like nowadays with Netflix.
And if AJ were to actually lose to Escobar, it would be more believable than him losing to fucking Dominic.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is another motherfucker that they're telling us how good he is. They're not showing us. The match he had with Rusev, I'm watching this and I'm literally going, I feel sorry for Rusev.
Because he's got to put this guy, help put this guy over, or
because he couldn't put him over.
Yeah. What up, Boris? Yeah.
It was bad. And I'm telling Show, I'm like, Show, Dominic is telegraphing the Ric Flair low blow. He's telegraphing it. I knew he was gonna do that the minute he caught the belt back, and the ref's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Oh, here it goes. He's gonna wind up low blowing fucking Miro."
That AEW telegraph.
Yeah.
How you can see everything coming from a mile away when you're watching.
Yep.
No, and they didn't make good dance partners either. It's not like that was the worst part of the match. They just were not a good match. Like they just it was a mess.
Rusev is an actual wrestler, and Dominic is still learning how to be one.
And there are people there are matches that he has at least been a pretty good dance partner. Like there's people that he's able to move and have a good match with, but Rusev is just not one, because he can't. Put it this way, I'll give you, Dominic cannot be the faster person in the match.
Yeah,
put it that way. Like he can't be the speed guy in the match. That's not going to work. Or the high flyer. No, you need some, when the other guy is faster and the high flyer, then now that's a good match. And now he, his, for what he does, like I said, I'm not saying he's, like a classic, he can't wrestle a broom and have you be interested, but he's good enough at this point in here to where you could take somebody or a Ray Phoenix, and that's going to be an intriguing how to at least move with them to keep you involved in the match.
Yeah, he knows the luchadors.
Yeah,
he knows the luchadors.
Yeah.
And then be the heel. Like he knows that, especially a heel luchador, he's good at doing. Because the heel luchadors are historically, they're not the most agile. That's kind of the point, right? Yeah, that's kind of the point. In
AAA, they were actually called the rudos, which is the rude ones. So
correct. Yeah. So he's good at that. And
this
go ahead.
might sound weird, but if you understand where I'm coming from, you get it.
Okay.
Dominic Mysterio should be wrestling like Shawn Michaels and not like Eddie Guerrero.
No, I know I can. As soon as you made those two comparisons, and then just thinking about it, yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree.
Because his match with Rusev, I see going like a match with Vader.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm about to say Rusev is Vader. Yep.
Because Rusev should have been outpowering Dominic, but Dominic should have been that little fucking pest that's always on him. Like, I'm fighting for my life here. And then Rusev's knocking him out, knocking him off. And then you do that low blow.
And I got to do like the little, I got to do like the little dirty tricks. And,
because I
got to psych you. I can't overpower you. So I got to do something else. I can
survive here, but I can't beat you without this.
You know what I didn't like? Was the end of the match where they show Rusev in the ring and screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. He shouldn't be that.
Like,
yeah. No, don't make him a baby.
No, I'm like, why do you have this grown ass man that can literally probably bend Dominic in half in real life?
I'm sure he can. Yes, he can.
Why do you have him in the middle of the ring screaming?
Yeah.
No, he should have been like, take that, that little top thing off the ring. If
you're gonna have him throw a tantrum, you make him throw a monster tantrum where he actually takes stuff apart. Go to the ring announcer's table, throw that shit around.
Yes. Throw the monitors.
Right.
And shit.
Go to the
prime, somebody.
Go to the prime shit and break that shit apart.
Yep.
Take off the stairs, take them apart, and just throw them here and there.
You know what I'd have done? I'd have had a plant in the crowd, like, oh, you lost, and then Rusev drags him over.
Yep.
Drags him over, throws him in the ring, and let all the security come, and he beats the shit out of the security.
And he stretches it.
Yep.
Like while the security, he's stretching him out while the
fans are gonna be like, oh, he's fucking up the fan. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be more believable. Like, yo, this guy just got more dangerous.
Right, than him screaming in the middle of the ring.
Like, even if we know it's a work, we're still gonna be excited about it. Put it that way.
It's a show we want to believe. It's like, oh shit, he's fucking up a fan. But now he's more dangerous. He's unhinged. He doesn't give a fuck no more.
Instead, we have him crying in the middle of the fucking ring. Like next week when he comes out, I'm gonna be like, you bitch.
Word.
I don't know if you remember, like, if you guys remember the cartoon Baby Huey, but that's what it reminded me of. Yeah. I was like, oh, Jesus, come on, guys. And go ahead and bring back Rusev Day.
At this point.
Have him stand up, fucking kick the bottom turnbuckle or some shit. Like, let him, like, be pissed off like that, but not. Like, I didn't know he was screaming in the middle of the ring. I saw him was screaming, but because he just had a match, he also looked like he was crying.
Yeah. And
you just literally made this man that you've built up to. Every time you put him on the screen, even before he left, after he left, you build him as a monster, and then you have him screaming like a little bitch in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, huge mistake.
Like the dude,
huge mistake.
Like the dude in my eyes just lost credibility as a fucking monster.
Yeah. Now I ask you again, Hoach.
Yeah.
Like, come on, who do we blame here but Triple H?
He's a producer at the you see his name come up as a producer at the end of every show.
Countless times, yo. Outside, and I'm not gonna keep saying this shit every time I mention this motherfucker. But outside of the ring, asshole, whatever. But when we watch on TV, Vince overproduced. You can tell he had people practicing shit over and over again to make shit right. So that way, when it happened, it paid off. Now like I said earlier in the show, people either don't give a shit or they're practicing this shit verbally. And then when they do that shit live, it's like, oh, I didn't see this.
That's
this
not what.
it wasn't what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not how I saw it happening. Yeah.
You're right.
Or they like just again like some like his vision, like you're saying, like especially for the mid card stuff. The endings of like this could, like you said, if you had Rusev tear up stuff, for example, that makes for a good. That's about to be a good back and forth there. Like it's like because now he's pissed off he lost this match, just like the 1-2-3 kid and Razor Ramon, right? So okay, this kid beat me and he wasn't supposed to, and then now you start jumping in his matches, and then now we got a problem. Like no, I'm not letting you have that win over me. We got a problem. Now we got a mid card match for the next.
I even got one better. No means to cut you off. After he does all that shit outside, you follow him to the back. He goes right to where the Judgment Day shit is, and he tears that shit apart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you got yourself a monster now.
Yeah, like this is what you want. Okay, this is what I'm game on, kind of thing. Not crying.
I was taking it easy on you, boy.
Yeah. Right. Like, okay. I my bad. I didn't take it seriously. Okay.
Yeah. Because usually when a guy is screaming, like you said, Hutch, we're gonna look at him like a bitch.
Right.
But he got quiet. Ooh, this man is mad now,
bro. You don't mess with people when that's the dudes you leave alone. like we, I'm from where we're from, like the places where we're all from on this show. We know it's not the guy that's loud.
Yeah,
it's the guy that all of a sudden gets quiet, and you're like, okay, we leave him alone.
Yeah,
leave him alone.
He said everything he needed to say.
Exactly.
Now he got to do what he got to do.
Exactly. Leave him alone.
Look, I know a lot of people didn't have it, but you haven't had that crazy match with Sheamus where they jumped off the barrels into those fucking things or whatever, and then you literally have him screaming in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. So he had this knockdown, drag out fight. That was pretty, like you said, it was a pretty decent fight too. Like I was like, okay, here, let Rusev get loose and have a fight. Like that's what we want to. That's what we want to see out of. Like you say, he's pretty much the modern day Vader.
Right, and everybody knows that Sheamus is a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you have them. You do this on Raw.
It's almost like they don't know who Rusev is each week. Every week they change who the fuck he is.
Or they're so that they forget who we still got to stay true to the opponent, even though we're trying to push this other guy over here.
And to be honest with you, where do they get off putting Rusev versus Dominic right now? To me, that seems like you're either trying to turn Dominic face,
right,
or Rusev is the next Intercontinental Champion.
Because to back up what you're saying, I remember even as a kid, like watching the Saturday night's main event where Macho Man was going against Jake the Snake. Like, wait. Or it's like Jake the Snake against something or against Honky Tonk. It was like two heels. I'm like, wait, why do we got two bad guys? Even back then, I was like, wait, why is two bad guys having this match? Yeah. And then something crazy happens at the end of the match, and then one of them becomes babyface. It's like, okay. Like,
I think that was Honky Tonk and Jake.
Okay. So, yeah. So it's like, wait, why are they like, would somebody remind me why? So I don't get it. We got two bad guys, so it's just the same thing. It's like, wait, why are we got two heels that have like practically no reason to have a match, having a match?
Word. Real quick, the Yankees just won.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Fuck Boston.
Word.
You know why?
No, that's one thing we can like, even as a Dodger fan, we can, that whole thing where yeah, fuck Boston. That's one thing we can both agree on.
Yes.
No, but it's like what are you guys doing? Like earlier in the night, I told Toe. We all know he's an asshole. But one thing about Vince is that he wasn't backing down from a challenge. Because Toe said that the ratings for SmackDown for Netflix this past week were the lowest it's ever been. And I told him, I said, people are not used to watching SmackDown. Watching Raw at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
No.
Like people are usually creatures of habit, and especially when it comes to people are creatures of habit, right?
Word.
So, they usually have a routine. So I'm like, Monday, I know Raw doesn't start till 9, so I'm doing this at 7, I'm doing this at 8, and at 9 I'm sitting down to watch Raw. Now it's like,
Raw's over at 9.
You're fucking them on my routine.
Yeah.
I've had this routine for 20 fucking years because Raw's been at 9 p.m. for fucking 20 fucking years.
And also,
normal guy.
The format for Raw, since its conception, has been the main guy or the main story comes out
first,
says his piece, and that either leads to the pay-per-view or the main event.
Right.
And then we get wrestling.
Right.
And then we'll, towards the end of the night, we'll get something that has nothing to do with the main event, but it's also equally entertaining, like Jericho calling Stephanie a whore, and he's doing his shit with Rhino, whatever. But now, people we don't give a shit are coming out, talking for a half hour. They say there's a match
that goes nowhere.
Yes,
that doesn't
it goes
go
nowhere.
anywhere.
Because it's not meant for the PLE. It's not meant for the main event. It's just him talking to boast himself up. Then we get they say there's a match happening, but it's during commercial.
Yeah.
So we see the highlights of the match, and then we get a little fucking backstage segment of what we just saw people talking about.
Hey, listen, before we go into anything, I just wanted to do one thing. Normal guy, what's up, normal guy? And congratulations to your high school for winning.
Yes.
But getting back to the backstage segments, the only thing entertaining about the backstage segment is Jackie Redmond. That's it.
Yeah. And now, Oscar.
Yeah, Oscar's something else back there.
Yeah.
No, I was just telling Toe how that is more entertaining than what's going on with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins. And Toe was like, and half of it is in Japanese and a lot of people
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Think about that.
And we're more invested in that storyline than the fucking Seth Rollins storyline.
We are watching an anime on Raw without subtitles, and we are more entertained than our champion is giving us.
Care. I remember telling people during the COVID era. And Oscar, remember, she would be talking shit the whole match. In Japanese, and we didn't care. It was like, dude, she's talking shit while she's kicking this girl's ass.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'm telling Toe, I said, we're more entertained and we're more invested in that. And especially we see the facial expressions between Io and
that's all you need.
And Kyrie.
That's all you need.
And we're like, oh, she said some shit.
Right. Yeah, that's all you need.
What did she say? I said, "Do you see her face? She said some shit."
Yeah,
everybody, I get the AirPod Pros and translation and come tell us.
The crazy shit is, I used to be like, you turn Kyrie into a joke. Now, her over exaggeration of shit is blending into the story.
Yes,
because now she's like, I have to be over dramatic because I have to psych myself up to fight someone I don't want to fucking fight because Oscar's gonna fuck me up if I don't fight you.
Right.
Now it's like I get it, Kyrie. I'm with you. Right. We are here, Kyrie. I feel sorry for you.
And the smart thing about like, so here's where they're being smart. Like, so we crapped on them. Like, here's where they're being smart. Those are 2 older wrestlers.
Yes.
Okay, so now you think is okay. What's something else we can do where you're not having to take all these crazy bumps and everything to get the crowd and the audience to care about you or to like care one way or the other about you, and then they can't. Okay, how about we do this and then it's something like this? So that's how you do it. Like they're like this is. We don't even know. They could be saying hi, how you doing for us, right?
They could be talking about when they're gonna go eat afterwards.
But the expressions that like the way that they're acting though, it's like okay, you're making us think, oh damn, So it's brilliant. It's that part is brilliant.
Like before you got attacked, and she will start going. And you're like, I understand that. She's like, yo, y'all just shut the fuck up already. Like, I understand it. Like, I don't understand what you're saying, but I understand that mannerism. I get it.
Yes, and they had the accents are so heavy that before we didn't know what they were saying, but now, when Kyrie's like, I don't need no help, and Oscar's like, yes, you do.
Yeah,
you lost. It's like, oh, I'm with you because I know what you're talking. It's like you're speaking in perfect English to me now. Because I don't have to guess why you people are talking. I know why you people are talking.
You can keep it simple. It's okay to keep it simple. By the way,
DJ, did Toe show you the last week? I said that Seth Rollins tag, it looks like Scooby-Doo's thing. Did you see? Toe, can you do a side-by-side comparison for DJ if you can see it?
Oh my god.
Yes. I'm telling you right now, when you see this DJ, you're gonna be like, wow.
I'm not gonna be able to unsee it. That's what's gonna
happen. You're not gonna be able to unsee it, bro.
You know what's funny? When I typed it into Google, that shit said, you want to resume your search?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Bro. And it's funny because I've been saying it from the beginning. I'm like, yo, that should look like the Scooby-Doo tag. And even Toe was like, yo, it doesn't look like it. I'm like, yo, Toe, look at them, put us side by side.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, now I can't. Yeah, no. It's totally
Scooby-Doo.
You feel like throwing him a Scooby snack while he's standing there.
Yeah.
Bro.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, I go. Whoever put that together for Seth was not thinking that through.
I think he did.
I mean, he's not original.
Yes, Leon. Braun Breaker should turn on Cody on Seth Rollins already. Yes.
Oh, we gotta fill DJ in with our idea of them.
Oh yeah.
Isn't his brother or cousin also like training?
Yes, I believe so. Yes.
So let's get that 2.0
Steiner brothers. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was telling Hutch that I think they fucked up the Braun Brons because the Braun Brons lost to Roman and Cody. They lost to Cody and whoever the fuck else. But they should have been a tag team where they're not holding back Braun Breaker. So when Braun Breaker does his promo and he fucks up and then he wants to beat somebody up, Bronson Reed should be like, hey, I'm not going to stop you. And then they fight the local talent where Braun Breaker is like, Jey Uso, I'm going to fuck. And he just goes after him. And then you have Bronson Reed, he's in the corner, letting Braun Breaker beat the shit out of these two guys. Then the next match they have,
and laughing too.
Yeah, he's just like, yo, like that's my boy. Like he's happy, like it's my boy fucking these guys up. And then Bronson Reed, the next match goes up to the Bronson Reed goes up to Braun Breaker. The next match he goes, it's my turn. And then Braun Breaker is sitting in the back laughing because now Bronson Reed is fucking everybody up.
I mean, everybody left and right.
Yeah, and they're not a tag team. They're just a duo that beats the shit out of people.
I said there would be the modern age APA.
Yes. So that, yeah.
I was about to say that sounds like
So
APA.
now when they wrestle the Usos and they're beating the shit out of the Usos, it's because the Usos are not wrestling a tag team. They're wrestling two unstoppable forces. And perception is reality. Since we don't see that on TV, we can't perceive that. So now when you're beating up the Usos, the greatest tag team the WWE had in almost the entire run, it's like, this ain't believable. You're getting your ass kicked by everybody, and now you're beating up the best tag team we got? Like, come on.
Right.
And we were saying they should not be with Seth Rollins. It should be what the Shield should have been, what the Shield was supposed to be for CM Punk. Seth Rollins just has these guys occasionally to help him out.
Right.
They should not be a part of a group with Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins brings them down.
Yeah, I was told one of my things would be like, let Braun Breaker snap and like push Paul Heyman out his way. Like he's going, like he's talking to, let's say, LA Knight, right? And we know LA Knight is a lot better talker than Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
And
Braun Breaker.
Right. let Braun Breaker get frustrated, and then Paul Heyman try to get his way, and then he just pushes Paul Heyman out his way. Paul Heyman overreacts and stays on the floor. Braun Breaker goes in the ring, fucks up LA Knight, and then once he comes down and he turns around and he sees Paul Heyman still on the floor, it hits him like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah. What did I sign up?
Oh, and also, because you're saying this and I'm picturing it, and in my head I'm like, well, if they have the match, LA Knight is just gonna beat up these people because for some reason during the match they're not monsters. It's like an even. I don't understand how a 350-pound man is even Steven with like a 180-pound man when they're wrestling. Like, there's no difference between these people. It's like LA Knight is this fucking monster himself in the ring. Back in the day, like, let's say Stone Cold. Stone Cold wrestling Paul White. This is right after No Mercy or the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, where's the cage. Paul White throws him through the cage and shit. They're wrestling. They're going to wrestle each other. They build up that match. Paul White does not touch Stone Cold, but maybe once to show, oh shit, this guy can fuck up Stone Cold. The rest of it is Stone Cold going after him and him staying away from him. And then during the match, you do what you need to do. And you're like, okay, Stone Cold, he's out wrestling Paul White because Paul White may not be, his strategy's better, whatever the case may be. Now you have Bronson Reed kill his opponent every week.
I was about to say for 3 weeks.
Killing him. Like, we go to the funeral on Sunday, and then 3 days later, the three kings come, they drop the hay, and this guy was fucking, he comes back. You know what I'm saying? And then we watch the pay-per-view, and it's almost like he's been ordained by God to not ever be hurt anymore. And I'm like, that's also unbelievable. Like, I can't sit here and in goodwill say Jey Uso could beat LA Knight because LA Knight is fucking up Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker at the same time. Yeah. I've never seen someone whoop everyone's ass and lose every match.
I can't even argue with that.
So I ask you again. Oh.
Again.
For $11,000. Are you watching this shit at main event?
No.
Oh, by the way, that's the ticket prices for John Cena's last match at Saturday Night Main Event.
Man. You had to give up a kidney and
you know how many vacations those is?
Exactly.
Shit.
Exactly.
Correction.
I'm trying to go to.
You know how many vacations and hookers and cocaine that is,
bro.
To go with the vacation.
You know
the excursion you can have.
That's a decent car. You can buy a decent car with that.
You can buy a decent car with that. Yep.
Yeah, in some places you can put a down payment on a decent home.
Yeah.
Correct. Even like 11 grand, you can put that's a down payment here. You can
11 grand for a fucking match, man. Get the fuck out of here.
And yo, that's Saturday night main event. That's Saturday night main event, which is like an hour and a half. That's not a PLE.
No, it's a house show. That's on TV.
It's a glorified house show they show on TV.
Which is fun, but I'm not paying 11 grand for it.
Word. Listen, I'll pay 11 grand for John Cena's last match, but Stephanie McCoy, shit, you're gonna have to be pregnant by the night is over. Because not for nothing, now we into business here.
Yeah.
We got to negotiate where my money's going. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up now. Shit, I'm gonna give you this money for what?
Mama said, hold up.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
I need my return.
Yeah, hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Yeah. Last time I was here, this shit was $20. The fuck happened?
Yo, DJ, when he told me that shit yesterday, I said, what?
Right.
$11,000.
Word.
Well, we went over the on location WrestleMania packages. One of
but but again, that's WrestleMania. This is a glorified house show.
Right. So that's what so the compare it's not that far off from what they want for WrestleMania is what I'm telling you.
And the
for
best
2 nights. Like remember these packages are 2 nights.
Yeah. Yeah, and the best part is Hutch brought this up. You're not even getting Prime Cena.
No.
You're gonna watch one of the worst matches he's gonna have.
It's like going to see it's like going to see AC/DC right now.
Yeah.
Word. For 11,000.
I don't know if you've seen a video of them.
It's about it's like AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, and Motley Crue.
I'm like, what version of Guns N' Roses? The one with or without Axel? Because
without the bullet
and whatever.
The one with Buckethead. The one with Buckethead. Remember they tried to replace Slash with Buckethead? Yeah.
I do.
That version.
I do. No, never. You can't.
Word. Yo, show you might be muted.
You can't replace Slash. What's wrong with you?
Word.
You ever watch Slash's documentary?
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was black until that documentary. To be honest with you.
You didn't know he was black?
I did not know until that documentary.
Wait, Guns N' Roses had a black guy?
Slash the guitarist
is black.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And he dressed that. So the reason for that whole way he looks is because they used to go to bars. Like I'm gonna tell you about California. So they used to go to bars in Huntington Beach. Anybody that lives in California knows. So that's like right now you're gonna see like if you go to Huntington Beach right now after dark, you're gonna see a bunch of MAGA flags all the way down the street.
Okay.
And they somebody look like me, they're gonna ask me what I'm doing there. So that's why he dressed
Bronx.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Huntington Beach, prime Hogan real estate place.
Correct.
Oh, we gotta go to Huntington Beach, yo.
No, we don't. You could.
Shit.
You light skin. I can't.
I ain't that fucking light. Don't let this fucking light fool you. Like, look how dark my shit got with this light. This light is fucking blinding me. Don't let this light fool you.
It's blinding me.
You just look. I'm in the dark here.
Yeah, but the reason
I've been blacker than black my whole life.
The reason he used to wear his hair like that is to cover his face.
Which has
I'm just surprised that,
and then that's why
I'm surprised that no one this age is offended by the fact that his name was Slash.
That's hilarious.
They're offended by everything else.
That's hilarious.
I mean, when you had the guitar solos he had on those fucking tracks, bro.
Shut up.
This generation don't know music. I don't know if you saw my short and nothing host, but this generation don't know music.
They don't.
That's for damn sure.
It's all auto tune, trap beats, and then add some music. Then whatever. Then say whatever.
So I'm one of my coworkers came out to my office and she's showing me the Bodega Baddie song.
Okay.
And she's dancing to it, right? And I'm sitting there going, "Have you heard the words that are coming out of this bitch's mouth?" And she goes, "What's wrong with it?" I said, No. Look, I'm doing this, and then this and this and this and this, and it has nothing to do with it. It's like I'm riding on you like this person. I'm selling diamonds like this person, and then I'm doing, and I'm like, one, that don't rhyme. Two, it don't go together, and three, what the fuck are you trying to tell me?
Exactly.
What does this have to do with being a Bodega Baddie?
This is why I retired from being a wedding DJ. Because I used to do that as a side gig, and I was like, I can't handle this anymore. I can't do it.
I tried to make fun of her, and accidentally I was rhyming. I was like, I couldn't even rap this bad if I tried.
Right. Exactly.
I was like, oh my God.
I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I was like,
this is what y'all want to hear. I'm done.
Yeah.
And you're not even dancing. Like, so they'll ask you for all this crap. Then you start playing it, and then it clears the dance floor.
Yep.
And everybody goes standing around. I'm like, so this is
which is funny because at the end of the night, everybody got up when you're playing the cha-cha slide.
Thank you. Thank you. I could play just simply play Poison. And everybody, like the whole, you see everybody running it. Like, so,
poison.
Yeah, first couple of snare drum beats, they're already on the floor. And then you play some of this garbage, and then they go right back to.
You could make fart noises with your hands and make better music than what the fuck's out there now.
Bro,
yes, Leon, it is true. You know it's true.
Everything I do. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Hold on, guys, real quick. Shows here, by the way, for people listening on Spotify, which we broadcast on Spotify and all the other podcast networks. We're on YouTube, Kick, Rumble, Bumble, Plenty of Fish, OnlyFans, Twitch. Yeah, YouTube.
Rumble.
We got somebody in the past right now fucking banging our shit in stone. You know what I'm saying? We're everywhere that we need to be seen. Hey. Show, are you with us?
I'm here.
All right. We needed you to say something for the fucking.
Because you black like this.
Word.
I can't say nothing.
Like if the police is watching our podcast, you about to get pulled over. All right. Shit.
Bro, I was talking to somebody, and they were like, "Oh no, you know, our music is better." I'm like, "Yo, your music is made to be played at a strip club, nowhere else."
I'm surprised that you actually gave it credit that it's made to be played.
Yeah,
because you want to know why? You want to know why the music nowadays is made to be played at a strip club? Because nobody listens to the words, and all they do is listen to the beat.
I hear you.
I'm gonna back you up on that. Because I took a look, like, so I took a like I'm one of those guys that took pretty much a little bit of everything in college. So I took musicology, right? The problem with the music right now, like everybody, and even in the chat, you can listen, you can go back and listen to whatever you want to listen to that's new, and you're gonna see what I'm saying. Is that so? If you go back in the past where we like all the music that we dance to, it has a bass line, but then it has some highs to it. So you have a high snare, you have somebody with a higher voice, you have a guitar, whatever. You have highs and lows. Now everything is drowned out by 808. So it's just this heavy bass line with no highs. They're like most new rappers don't use no highs in their beat. And then I don't know why, but when we were growing up, auto-tune was not accepted. We wanted to hear your voice.
Yes. You cheated with all the.
We wanted to hear your voice, and you need to know how to rhyme, or we were throwing your. But now, I think now we're like this generation. Oh, I want to be able to. I want to see somebody do something that I can also join in and do. Like I feel like I can do it with them. Whereas when we were growing up, we were like, no, I paid money to come to this concert. I want to see you do something I can't do.
Yes,
that's why I pay you money. Is because I can't do what you're doing.
Word.
And that is what. There it is. That's what's happening. until the younger folks start to say, hey, we're gonna have some higher standards on these artists. This is what you're gonna get.
Word.
You're gonna get a 600-pound brother with an oxygen tank. With a trap beat.
You know what's funny?
Am I bullshitting?
You know what's funny, DJ?
Yeah.
To go off of your psychology of it, that's the reason why people watch people play video games.
Correct.
Because they're better than me at this shit, and I want to see somebody win this game.
Correct. Because sometimes I'll get stuck on a part, and I want to see somebody. Oh, that's how you get out of that. Yeah. And then I go turn mine on and do what I saw. So yes, exactly. We went to go see Michael Jackson and Prince because they did some shit. Like when you showed up to watch them, they're gonna do some shit that you can't do.
They did some amazing shit.
Yes.
Look, even Show left. He was like, "I'm about to go do some shit you can't do no more."
You remember the time, mother.
Right. Like shit. Every time somebody mentioned Michael, I gotta put on. It don't matter if you're black or white.
Hey, because it don't.
Yeah, word. At the end of the day, to be honest with you, yeah. Shit.
It's all love on this show. If you can't handle that, you need to listen to something.
Yeah. Shit, I got another show I'm working on.
All right.
Is where I'm be like a businessman, like, are you stupid? If you all get the fuck off my channel. I don't need that negativity in my life.
Oh no.
yeah, I'm about to drop that one soon.
Oh no.
Right out the gate. Are you stupid?
That should be the name of the show.
Yeah. Are you
stupid or something? Like how the young Jenny at the beginning. Yeah. Are you stupid or something? Stupid is a stupid does.
Ain't no more tips of the day. Is you stupid? Yeah. Yeah, man. And that also leads to wrestling. Going back to wrestling, we're gonna full circle this shit because it's like a circle. It's not like a triangle.
How we do it.
Because a triangle has corners, right? Yep. It's like a circle. But nowadays, everybody just wants to be a part of something. So if Dominic Mysterio's over because everybody's booing, I want to be a part of that booing.
Okay.
I want to sing Seth Rollins' song. I want to do the oh. I want to put the ones up when Roman's out there. It's always wrestling has always been about crowd participation.
Absolutely.
But now the crowd is only wanting to participate. They don't want to view it.
Ooh, there's a hot take for you. There's a hot one. I gotta think about that one. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because listen, the biggest thing with AEW and WWE is their war between the fans, and that's something they can participate in.
Correct.
And
tribalism and
and they didn't give a shit about the wrestling or the stories now, and they only complained about the story with John Moxley putting the title in the briefcase because they can't participate with him.
I mean, I'm just thinking about I'm going all like I like you're saying with crowd participation, like we can go all the way back through the 80s, for example. So you see Jake the Snake Roberts do a front face headlock and then twirl his finger around, what's about to happen. There's you automatically stand up in your seat. Ric Flair's got a guy on his back and he grabs a leg and woos. You're gonna stand up. It's like
goes. Yep.
Sting throws somebody in the corner and goes to the opposite corner. he barely even has to do anything. We're already knowing like, okay, some shit's about to happen. And
and the
Hulk
best
starts hulking up, like it's
and in the tag team, the guy smacking the turnbuckle and the rest of the crowd
it's stomping on the
and because that's how we participated.
Right.
The hot tag. We were the reason this guy got the fucking momentum for the hot tag.
Right.
That's right.
Right. Oh man, yeah. No, it makes that. It's been always about the crowd participation part, and then now, like you said, it can overdo. You can, it's too much of anything. Is not good.
And I could take this a step further for you, DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go into boxing.
Okay.
Ooh.
Boxing was big when Mayweather was fighting. Why? Because everybody participated and wanted Mayweather to lose. Everybody
can go
bet
further
on
than that.
Mayweather to lose.
There's always like in boxing, there's always an era of somebody like you can go back to Jack Johnson. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Jack Johnson. People watch because they wanted him to lose. They wanted Muhammad Ali to lose. They wanted
Now
Ray Leonard.
Who is there now?
Well, now he got caught in a he just got pulled over the other day.
Crawford, yeah.
But we kind of like Crawford's not an asshole, so we kind of like him.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not like people watch because they want him to lose. We just like watching the skill part. There's not really that heel in boxing right at the moment. So I do like that they, start putting big fights on something people don't have to pay $100 for. Like, putting because that's how we grew up. The Thriller in Manila was on television.
Yeah.
Okay. That's on regular TV. So that's why boxing was like that. We saw Mike Tyson was just, if you had HBO, that's all you need. Then boom, you just turn HBO on Saturday Night Mike.
Yep.
So at least they got that part. Now it's time to line up the fighters, like the fighters that we want to see.
Yeah. Leon has a question. He goes, let me ask, if the WWE is making all this money, are they lacking in creativity and production? I don't think they're lacking in production.
That's one thing.
And I honestly think so. I blame a lot of this shit on Triple H, and I already told Hart who thinks Triple H is being handcuffed that even if they're giving you a piece of shit, you try to polish the shit somehow. It just don't look like the like you're polishing the shit. This looks like you just, hey, here goes the shit they gave me, I'm giving it to you. And the wrestlers are like, well, here goes the shit they told me to do, so here goes the shit I'm doing. You can see the clear difference of the people who's taking this shit and who's giving this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they're lacking in creativity or production. I think they have a pimp that is making them sell to the wrong John.
Okay. I'm gonna
the side dude is prostituting them out.
Okay. And I'm gonna kind of add to you. What I think is happening is one of the complaints that I've had, at least for AEW, I'm gonna use AEW as a contrast here. Is that folks went over there and said, "Oh, I didn't like it over there because they didn't let me do what I want to do." Then they go over there and then they're pretty much the same character.
100%.
Or they're doing something that I know that if they really pitched that to back then Vince. Yep. Like if Tony Storm pitched what she's doing to Vince, he would have done it. Like I have no doubt.
And it would have been better.
Like as much as we could call Vince whatever you want. If she pitched that to Vince, he would have done it. Yeah. You already got mad because you got hit in the face with a pie and they were calling it a cream pie, and look at what you're joking about now. You're doing the same thing. A lot of jokes are innuendo. You guys would have been right. You guys would have been right on the same track. So what I think is happening now is that okay, ding dong, the witch is dead. Vince is gone. We can kind of have a little bit more freedom. And so what I think is happening is that I think Triple H is actually letting too much, like it's gotten too loose. And then now you're having people come up with these ideas that don't really go anywhere. They just have this idea one day. Hey, how about tonight? I want to do X, Y, and Z. Okay. Okay, and then we'll do it like this, that, and the other. And then I'm gonna trust you to do it. And then I think he's delegating too much, I think is what's happening. And then you do there's a balance where you gotta tighten it up like Vince had it, but not but he was too tight. It was nope, everything has to be my idea. Whereas, okay, you have that idea. Okay, let's make that just like we talk about with the great scene in the 5 Heartbeats, where the first concert they were fighting, and then the second concert, okay, let's use that. So that's what Triple H needs to learn how to do. Okay, that's a good idea, and this is how we're going to use it to fit what I want. And that's where he's not balancing on that line, and I think that's where we are. That's why it seems we're seeing it be a little sloppy, and it's not going things. They're just doing whatever, and it's not going anywhere until they. Oh wait, we got a PLE coming up.
No.
Then they want to tighten it up in 2 weeks. It's no, you can't.
Yeah, it's we try to make this work.
Right. So that's what I think is happening.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. I agree with that. That makes a ton of sense, just for the fact that it's because we're seeing a lot of botches and a lot of awkward moments, and that whole
that we
never seen. If they were gonna do that whole Becky Lynch was acting like she's afraid of AJ Lee, she leaves the ring, and then she comes back and jumps AJ Lee when she finds the opportunity for it. It wouldn't have been as awkward as it was if it was Vince doing it, because Vince would have been like, "Show me what you want to do. Let's run through it. Do it this way. Do it again, because this don't look right." Remember, this has to be on TV. People, as much as people want to talk about wrestling, this is a TV show.
It's a television show. Yeah.
And even if you're in an independent gym and there's no cameras on you, you still want to be able to do that spot flawlessly, because it's a show.
Right.
So that is why I'm saying they must have just walked out with the idea that this is what we're gonna do, and they were like, "That didn't go through my."
When you said that, I think they kind of do a walkthrough verbally. I think you hit the nail on the head. I think they verbally say, "Okay, we're gonna do this, that, and the other." They do maybe even a table read. Okay, tonight you guys are doing they're literally sitting at a table. Tonight you're gonna do this, and you're gonna lose. And you're gonna have a hissy fit about it in the middle. Okay, and then and then so he goes out, does the job, which he's a pro. He went out and it's not about the winning and losing. We even said it's all right that he lost. We're not that kind of show where this guy lost and that's it. No, people are gonna win and lose all the time. It's what happens in the process. And then so for him to have a hissy fit and like a baby in the middle of the ring in this 350-pound man, that's not that. No. That's
also at the end of the one. This has to feed into our imagination and our own creativity,
right?
Because I want to be able to see Rusev be pissed off and go, "Oh, he gonna hurt Dominic," and not look at Rusev and get snapped out of this fantasy and go, "Why is he acting like a bitch?"
In fact, it should be a thing that if you happen to beat Rusev, you're in trouble. That should be if mistake, I even feel like say for example, old school King Kong Bundy, if I'm not mistaken, if you happen to beat him, that was not going to be the end of it. You weren't going to just go to the next storyline. If I'm not mistaken.
Word.
You definitely didn't beat the Legion of Doom. Yeah. I can say for sure, if you happen to beat the Legion of Doom, that's not the end of it. No, we're not done here.
Word. Word. And I think you're right, because they have to establish that
All right,
Rusev
I'm
is
going to see
making this
that
mistake
over the weekend.
Yeah, like Rusev is making this mistake
Mhm.
by underestimating you, and now that's not gonna happen no more.
Right. Exactly. That's what we want to see. And it's just like, so like you said, the way it happened, it makes me feel like, okay, they just came up with it that day, and this is what we're gonna do tonight. Not thinking past the night, and then you're gonna get something like that.
Yeah, I and that's something I don't want to see. That's the thing that I'm having issue with. It's the cross eyes, dot the T's, all that good shit, and I need to see this. This is why I get so mad when people tell me, "Oh, Dominic is over." Like, no, he's not. People are just saying he's over. He is not over.
He's over because of the girls.
But yes,
that's it.
But
that's it.
Him himself is not. He is in the right place at the right time at the wrong time in his career.
Like you said a couple of weeks ago, he's over because the average male wrestling fan has a perception that he's been with Rhea.
Yes.
That he's been with Liv.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna get together with Roxanne. And shit.
Yeah. And he's also
and maybe even Raquel.
Throw in, he is the age of most of the average wrestling fans.
And because of social media, we also know that he's actually married to a very beautiful woman too.
And to throw in there, our guy, Finn Balor, is playing second fiddle to him.
Right. Mm-hmm. And he's with a hottie. Oof.
So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Now, anyone else, I don't want to say anyone else, but back in the day, you do that with X-Pac, he's making this bigger. You do that with Eddie, this would have been bigger than the Bloodline. Like this would have been huge. Anyone else you throw this in? Yes. Yeah. And yo, and I'm telling you,
there was no titles involved.
Yeah.
Like if you remember that storyline, they didn't even have any titles involved. And what's gonna happen with Eddie in China this week?
Yep.
So
Yep.
Bro, let's forget X-Pac took out Kane to get the Tory.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then Kane came back and killed everybody.
Yep. And think about this shit. You just mentioned these beautiful women that he's with. And now he's about to leave the Judgment Day for Los Americanos.
Which is one of the stupidest storylines I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said this to we all know that Chad Gable got hurt, but if they had just kept it with Chad Gable, it would have been okay.
Mm-hmm.
But
even like while he's hurt, let him be the manager of them.
Right, but no, you put my man Ludwig underneath the knee, and then you have Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight. And
apparently that wasn't Pete Dunne.
Right.
Pete Dunne still hurt. Apparently that was one of the Yes Boys.
Well, listen, all I know is a couple of weeks ago that was the Pete Dunne.
Yeah, that was Pete Dunne, but
I know, goddamn it, I know Pete Dunne when I see him.
Yeah,
it's like Super Machine, and they was like, "That's not Andre," in K-Pop. Well, that's not Andre, right?
When Hulk Hogan dressed up as Mr. America and passed the lie detector test.
Yeah,
the Midnight Rider with Dusty Rhodes,
or the Shockmaster. I still don't know who that is.
Oh no. I remember watching that live, and I was just like, "Wait, what just happened?"
Yeah,
I will tell you this thing. Big J. Though I think last week I told Toe, I said a couple of weeks ago in the Judgment Line themselves, they had the story where it was, like Roxanne would suggest something to Dominic, and then when nobody was looking, she would look over to Vin, and Vin would be like give a little nod or something like that. They completely killed that storyline. It's nowhere anymore.
Yeah, they did. I remember that now that you say it. And yeah, we haven't seen more from that exchange since. So you're right. Yeah.
And I'm here thinking, I'm like, okay, Vin is setting up fucking Dominic for when Liv comes back or whatever. Oh, this is gonna be real good.
Right.
This is how Vin gets Dominic out of the Judgment Day.
Right. And you don't listen.
But you know what's crazy though?
But now you're gonna have Dominic get out of the Judgment Day because he's gonna team up with Los Americanos.
You know what's funny though? They're doing all this so that way Dominic can get out the Judgment Day, or Finn can, make his own thing. Mm-hmm. And then after that physically happens, you know what's gonna happen to the storyline? It's gonna end. They got nothing more than Dominic is out of the Judgment Day because of this, and this, and that's it. They have not seen past that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because if Dominic is going to get kicked out of the Judgment Day, at what point do you start making us feel sympathy for Dominic? With Rusev, you could have had a little bit of, Dominic is like really trying here. He's really doing something. Like a little turn, little this.
A little bit of Monica in my life.
Because you can't have Dominic leave the Judgment Day or get kicked out of the Judgment Day and still be a heel.
No.
You can't unless he's gonna screw over Finn. But then even Finn doesn't have that. There's no hint of nothing. This is legitimately, we're trying to figure out the best way to break these guys up. And that's it. Legit. It's Cody Rhodes is going to win the title at WrestleMania. What happens after that? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Oh boy, we must be in traffic because we still ain't crossed that fucking bridge. We got to it. It's there. I got charged for the fucking toll. But we ain't crossed this bridge yet because I don't know what happened with Cody after he won the title against Roman.
I'm gonna use that.
I just came off the dome.
No, they do, like you said, they kind of write themselves into corners. Again, I think we're reasonable enough that if you tell us a good story and you have something to happen after this big event happens and there's something immediately coming, we don't care who wins. Like, it's not about the winning and losing and who won what. Show us, like, give me a reason to keep watching and to keep coming back every week. Okay, Cody wins. Okay, like you said, like, so hey, even if half the people didn't want Cody to win, it would not have mattered if they're like, he shows up to Raw, has a celebration, the balloons fall, and something big happens, and then we were like, oh, so, and it wouldn't have mattered. Like, we would have forgot that some of us didn't want Cody to win.
Yep.
Okay, like kind of like that was not a good one. But one thing they did right was the tribal chief. Like when Roman came back, you had people that still weren't sure if Roman should start winning titles until they start letting him be himself.
Yeah.
And then that's where we started going, okay, this is working. And now I want to see like he didn't even wrestle that many matches, but it was so like we were still captivated with what was going on with the bloodline. Him wrestling both of his cousins and in brutal matches.
Yeah.
And we were like, so yeah.
To your point, at the end of the day, DJ, me, Le, and Tar are still on the camp that it should have been Jay to beat Roman. It should not have been Cody.
Yeah. But to your point, DJ, let's look at very similar things. The Fiend is the champion. Goldberg comes out of nowhere, spears him, wins the title. Everyone hates it.
Right.
The Fiend is the champion. Roman Reigns comes back. walks in during the match, spears him, wins the championship, and everyone loves it because of the context.
Right.
Because he got Paul Heyman by his side, and he demanded some shit and signed the contract right when he walked out. It's a story, and they're like, wait the fuck up. Hold up.
Right.
What just happened?
Yep.
Now I'm interested. Now you
and
got
it's not
me.
the same stuff. Like it's not like he's not, coming out to the Shield music and walking through the crowd like with a vest on. Yeah. It's not the same. It's like, wait, no, there's something.
It's not the big dog.
There's something else here.
It's not the big dog where they try to force feed us.
I was like, wait, there's something different here. And then he starts talking, and now he's talking shit. Like he's like, I'm like, wait,
me and Les say, you actually let Roman be Roman
himself. Yes.
Yep. And they need the Usos to start being themselves also, because this whole fuck them shit that they got with Jay, I like it, but I don't want Jay to be no cookie cutter fucking heel. I want Jay to be the same anti-hero that Roman.
Right.
It's like, I'm here for the yeet. I'm here for all that, but I'm not here to be sacrificing myself for a bunch of motherfuckers that don't deserve it.
No, yeah, come out and talk a promo and talk about, I try to have everybody's back. And all I got was I lost my title because I wanted to have everybody's back.
Pretty much. Yep.
I go, so moving forward, I got my family's back. That's it.
I don't know if y'all remember when I was talking about the whole storyline with Rusev. I was like, with Gunther. Mm-hmm. Jay was the let me get him guy for Roman. He was never afraid of this nigga.
No.
So when he comes out and cuts that promo like fuck all that bullshit, he needs to acknowledge y'all changed who I was. I wasn't this guy that came out here and gave a shit about y'all and was self-conscious because I wanted to make y'all proud of me. Fuck y'all. Fuck all these people in the back that I was helping that don't want, you know what I'm saying? I'm me. I'm gonna get you now. And Jimmy needs to be on some, wait a minute. You're not turning into Roman. Maybe I lost who I was too. Maybe we let this high, riding the tribal chief wave get to us.
Man.
And boom. Now you got a whole new bloodline that might not be a group, but when you fuck with one, you fuck with the other.
Right.
Now, I was also talking to Toe how there's a rumor that I think in the next pay-per-view, Roman's going to come on with a new enforcer.
Okay.
And I told him, I hope it's not Jacob. I hope it's somebody completely different. I go, because I think if it's Jacob, then
they're
you just
training him.
They're in the training center. I think if it's Jacob, you just kill Jacob's. They already killed half of it when he started fucking losing a solo and shit like that.
Bring out the other Steiner,
right?
Yeah,
that'll get people. That'll raise some eyebrows. Yeah. Bring out the other Steiner. This is my enforcer.
Yeah.
Now what? Your name is Breaker. That's in the
Steiner here.
Yeah. This is Steiner.
Be like, no, I got a real Breaker. Be like, no, your name is Breaker. I got a real Steiner.
Right. Your uncles used to wrestle my cousins.
Yep.
And now I got one of them here. Ready to fuck you up. Yeah. I like that one.
Yep. That'll raise eyebrows.
Yep. I just don't want it to be Jacob because you're gonna destroy.
We've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna destroy Jacob. Any chance of salvaging Jacob's career right now, because it's on the downward spiral. If you put him as an enforcer, you completely killed it.
Yeah. No, for real. You put him back the way he started.
No, I'm about to say, let Jacob have a really good Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Where he's fucking up people. Yeah. That's gonna that'll keep him right on track.
And a good elimination chamber.
Let him have a good Rumble where he matches Kane's fucking number of throwing people out.
And it's believable.
Yeah.
Like that's believable to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. And to go with that whole
and then have every elimination he's
to go with your whole Steiner brothership, you can even have Braun go up to the Steiner and be like, "What are you doing?" And Steiner is saying to Braun, "You used to be an Intercontinental champion. You used to be a dominant NXT champion. You joined this Joker, and you nobody. I just walked up in here and I'm main event.
Dang.
Now you tell me who's in the better situation." And now Braun is like, "Wait a minute, you right. Seth Rollins been holding me back, and you could have Rollins versus Braun versus Bronson Reed."
Yep.
It opens up.
You got a whole thing of you got a whole nother story that you can play around with for a couple months.
Absolutely.
Go ahead and put John's question up there. That's a good question.
Which one? What if Jacob wins the Rumble or the Tiffany?
Mm-hmm. Nope. What if Jacob wins that bad boy?
He's gonna fuck up a lot of the plans they got.
if he wins
have
the Rumble,
Jacob going to Vegas, baby.
If he wins the Rumble, you have him go over after the Raw thing because the Raw champion because he's not beating Cody.
No.
I would have him.
I'm about to say Toe would do it, but for the sake of the continuity, he goes against.
Listen, I would have why? In my world, I would have him go after Cody and beat Cody, but we all know that's not gonna happen.
You know why I would have him beat Cody? Because this is what's happening in my head here. Now, mind you, I'm old. And I've watched real
There's
wrestling.
A lot of things going on in that head, so
yeah, I don't know half of it. But you said Jacob wins the Rumble, and then DJ goes, or the coach goes, he has to go after Raw. And the only thing that went through my mind was, we get to now replay WrestleMania 6. Jacob Fatu is the Ultimate Warrior. Cody Rhodes is Hulk Hogan. The only difference now, when the Ultimate Warrior wins, Hulk Hogan turns heel. And now we have Cody Rhodes, Ricky Starks, who's this fucking guy with the North American Championship in NXT?
Ethan Page.
And anyone else with Cody's faction and the Nightmare
what's his
Factory.
name? Pillman.
Pillman.
I'm calling him Pillman, but
the Nightmare Factory comes out, and he runs roughshod.
And you even make reference because everybody in that faction, it's like why we're together.
Yep.
So you don't need to say it, just like how Scott Hall came out like who I am.
Yeah,
same thing. You don't even mention AEW's name, but you say why we're together.
Yeah,
and then you make a whole thing.
And I would even throw fucking Chelsea Green in that motherfucker because of the good shit she's doing with Ethan Page right now in NXT.
How is she not a prominent fucking star, bro?
You know why?
Everything they give her, she excels at.
You know why? Because
she was a star in TNA. Is that
no,
it?
No. Because she's not the star they chose.
Oh, she's the star that the people chose.
We made her our champion, and WWE is using her. WWE is using her to get over other people. That's why when Selena Vega won the United States Championship, they did nothing with her afterwards. That's why Julia now is doing nothing with that United States title, because we picked Chelsea Green as our champion, and they told us who the champion is, and we go no. Chelsea Green is our champion.
I'm about to say you gotta wait till you make somebody as big as Chelsea Green, and you didn't. So you had chances to so I would go for example, Michin, right? I look, you need to go back to when you were wearing the camouflage pants. That was your best character. This character, I know this is the name you wanted. It's not and you're on you're you're a good worker, like, so like, it's not, you don't put on shit matches. Like that's not what I'm saying. Your better character was when she had on the camouflage pants.
Yeah,
and
she was like that gangster.
Yeah. Go back to that character. I think you're going to win over the crowd with it. And then it has a chance to beat Chelsea Green, but not like, for example, like there's other women that could do something too, but to just pick somebody, you're going to beat her tonight. Like that's never going to work. Like with somebody that's over as Chelsea Green is. So he made what we'll call a Vince mistake and just, hey, I want to change the title just to change it. You're going to go get that.
And now listen to this. Raw, we have the women speaking half another language and we're interested. We have the United States champion who speaks that same fucking language and they got an interpreter for her.
Yep.
We're already telling the WWE we don't give a shit what language these wrestlers are speaking and we understand them.
No.
And we're with them. Just give them something to talk about. And they go, no. You guys must be stupid. We need someone who's going to speak English who looks nothing like a representation of her. And then we're still not going to do nothing with it.
Because, I mean, about Stephanie McKill right now, like she's using very simple English when she speaks English. We don't care. We don't care. In the ring, like we are involved when she gets in the ring, and that's all. Like that's what the rest.
I got mental duct tape, honey. You could say as much broken English as you want. You know what I'm saying? I'll put the words together.
And everybody on the show knows enough Spanglish anyway. You could go ahead and talk freely. I understand what you're saying.
Cheers. And even if I don't know what the fuck you saying, I feel you.
It really. I'll go on body and facial expression and body language. I don't.
And yo, for the one guy that I have to keep mentioning this too, you, the man who never had pussy before, and I know this because you think that I need to sexualize somebody to to get off. Apparently, Shinsuke Nakamura did the same thing when he was that demon, and he was going up against LA Knight, and he was cutting his promos in Japanese, and people were soaking that up also. So, Mr. I'm gonna act like you're a pervert because you're talking about women right now. The man did it too. So now it's your turn.
So that's the Great Muda, like right next to the steel cage. Yep. That's the Great Muda. Tell me the promo that you heard him, the fiery promo that got you going about that Great Muda gave you.
All in Japanese. Yeah.
Okay.
So now, Mr. I'm the pervert. You can go perv out about guys speaking other language.
Right.
I'm never gonna drop this. I just want to let you know. He may not watch this show, but if this is ever a short, you cocksucker, I see you. I'm never dropping this.
No, he's there. Yeah. He's out there.
Only you think that you're smart. I can stoop to your level.
No.
Yeah. We're looking for you. Wait, am I Booker T waiting? Wait, hold on. Smart ass. We coming for you, nigga. But yeah.
We coming for you.
And that's the crazy shit. You got another woman who's just as good as Stephanie, a champion, and you're handcuffing her. You think you're doing something with her because you bring out a white woman to talk for her. You're not. You're handcuffing her. She's the fact that she's not even on PLE is like Chelsea Green got big because of the shit she did on SmackDown, and her character was so unique, and it actually played well with what's happening in the current, United States climate. But now none of that works with Julia because she's a different wrestler. She needs to be on some PLEs. We need to see her front and center showing us what she got. Exactly.
Bro, how is her... Les send me something. How is Stephanie and Julia killing it in NXT? Right? When they brought up Stephanie... and they brought up Julia, and they brought up Roxanne, that first month and a half, all those girls are doing great things.
Yep.
Now they send Julia over to SmackDown and she's dead.
SmackDown and dead fools.
Yo, SmackDown is like the Bermuda Triangle, whatever. That's the place you send people to die.
Yes, 100%. Because like I told Hutch this earlier in the show, DJ. You don't send anybody to SmackDown to get over unless they have nuclear heat.
You're going to get Undertaker play.
Sasha Banks was over with Bayley because they were both champions and women's tag team champions. Roman Reigns was over. And Cody Rhodes is over. And Cody's only over because he's never on fucking SmackDown.
Yeah, I've seen him more on Raw than I've seen him on SmackDown.
It's a special appearance when
As
the
a matter of
SmackDown
fact, the only
champion
time I've
shows
seen him
up.
on SmackDown is when he's arguing with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, you notice he's doing the same exact shit Roman did, except for telling people to acknowledge him, and no one's bitching about that.
And like you said, SmackDown was like we would wait for the Bloodline segments when the Bloodline was out. So
yep.
And like you said, if they didn't put so much on, like they were so, we'll call it bottom heavy because it was at the end of the show. You could have so while people were waiting for that, you could have been building so many people because people were watching the show waiting for the Bloodline. So hey, we used to watch Nitro waiting for the NWO, and then we got to see all these luchadors. We got to see Dean Malenko and all these people that we ended up falling in love with while we were waiting to watch the NWO story. So they didn't do that.
Bro, I remember I knew who Eddie was because way back when I watched a couple of AAA matches, right? And people forget in AAA match he was decked out with the American flag as pants or whatever.
Correct.
People forget that shit.
Correct.
So I remember. I
don't
remember that. Eddie, you know what I'm saying? So when I saw him on Nitro, I'm like, yo, I know that guy. Never seen.
Yep.
Rey Mysterio. Right.
I saw
not in Triple I. Not in Triple I. You know where I saw Rey?
ECW.
ECW.
I remember that. Yep.
And
him in Psychosis.
Right.
See, Southern California, all of these guys, like with the regulars, so I'm freaking out like every time. I was like, wait, what?
I literally used to either set up my VCR. Yes, I did say a VCR to record ECW on Saturdays.
Absolutely.
Or try to stay
because it came on at 4
in the morning. Or try to stay awake because it either came on at 2 o'clock on MSG on the East Coast, or it came in at 3 or 4 o'clock. So if I didn't see it at 2, I set my alarm clock. I set my VCR for 3 to 5 or whatever to record and went to sleep.
Yep.
But I saw Rey in ECW, and then when I saw him in WCW going up against Eddie, I was like, "Oh, we about to see some shit."
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did they not disappoint. And I know now he's not a cruiserweight, but people forget Chris Jericho started out as a cruiserweight.
Mm-hmm.
He was the WCW light heavyweight champion, or whatever the fuck they wanted to call that title.
Right. Which was a little bit and I like that he got natural heat on that, because I remember that storyline, because it's supposed to be people that were under 200 pounds. And then he's clearly something. So, and he's like, and I'm the champion. It's like, wait, dude, you're at least 215.
Especially back in those days.
And so that was part of So that's part of that was kind of part of the heat of the storyline.
First time I saw the shooting star press with Billy Kidman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bro, I was just like,
and
wow,
yo, bro,
and Raven,
and we're naming all these wrestlers that had those
that came on before while we're waiting for the NWO.
Yeah. They were mid card wrestlers that we idolized because they did something in the middle of the card that we were like, wow, can't wait for this shit. And now you fucked it up. Carmelo Hayes should be our Jericho right now.
Oof.
And what? Nothing. And I think part of that is because we don't know who's wrestling until the day of SmackDown when they decide we're gonna make our card right here live on television. And it's like, well, this shit doesn't
throw
matter.
these darts.
You know?
But I think
might as well do spin the wheel, make
Yeah.
a deal.
I was gonna say, I think they just show up and start rolling dice. I'm like, all right, let's go. Who's fighting who? All right, let's go.
It's like you're telling us constantly nothing that happens on SmackDown matters unless it's the main event.
No
Pretty much.
There's no not contingency. There's
There's no skin in the game.
Right. There's no constant.
Random on WWE.
Yeah, there's no constant. There's no constant.
No, it's
who's the SmackDown Tag Team Champion?
The Wyatt Six.
You struggle. You was about to say the Street Profits.
I'm about to say we barely got
barely.
Not for nothing. I forgot they were called the Wyatt Six. I was just gonna call them the Wyatts.
That's fine.
Too. No, but it's sad because those are our champions. Those are people we should be sitting here and
talking about,
realizing, because the undercard, these people that should be in the midsection of this show that's making this show worthwhile will eventually become the main events of our people in the future.
That's right.
You can't keep outsourcing stars. There will never be another Cody Rhodes for you to outsource to beat Roman Reigns.
No.
You're not doing it. And if Hangman Page shows up on WWE to do this shit, I'm not watching wrestling ever again. I'm declaring that right now.
If he holds up a WWE World or Universal title, that's it.
That's it.
Bro, I told the other day, I was like, I don't find him. I don't think he's a good wrestler.
Again, there's a bunch of kind of we're bouncing back and forth.
Yeah.
Another issue I have is that they're stars. Like, you could take their top stars. They could walk down Times Square right now, and like maybe 2 or 3 people are going to know who they are.
Correct.
Yeah.
100%.
That's another issue that I have. It's like okay, Statlander, for example, just won the women's world title. Why?
I think that should have been done in a one-on-one match.
And why? It's like, so it's also like, again, I was just talking about music. Yeah, I was talking about music earlier, where like the kids now want to, we can all do this, and they can do something I can do. It's like participation trophies. She won the world title. Why? You mean to tell me that right now you think that Chris Statlander is their best women's wrestler in their company? That's what that title is supposed to mean. Yeah. No, you got it because you were there for that long. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe that you just give people titles because they're there.
I think they gave her that title because it was one of those, we owed you this. Because you got hurt when we was going to push you. And Jade left when you
remember, because she beat Jade for the TBS women's title and then got hurt right away. And it's fucked up because when she won the title, I literally told Toe, okay, so how long before she gets hurt again?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry,
it wasn't that long.
That sound might sound dickish, but it's like every time she has a huge milestone, she gets hurt.
It's like Leo Rush. When is he gonna retire? One more.
He keeps running into a brick wall and tearing an MCL ACLs. Like those CLs have been through everything on Leo Rush.
Yeah, because let's face it. To my knowledge, AEW has more wrestlers and more opportunities to make more stars than the WWE does right now.
Correct.
But they don't do it.
That's what's frustrating. Yeah, that's what's frustrating.
Yeah.
That's what people keep calling me a hate. I'm like, I'm not hating. I am saying I'm frustrated that they have these people on their roster and you're like, tell the truth, you're bored. You're bored watching their show. And they brought people from like superstars from Japan to make them average wrestlers.
Word.
They're average.
Yo, Okada
is an average wrestler right now.
I told Show I hyped Show up so much for Okada to debut, and Show came up and saw the match. And he goes, "That's it," and I said, "I'm sorry, Show.
I'm sorry.
I can't defend that.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that I made you watch that.
Exactly.
I'm not even gonna tell you to watch this shit in Japan because that was so bad."
Yeah, you're not gonna want to.
You ain't gonna believe
disappoint you more
Yeah.
to watch that and then come back to this.
That's like me telling you to watch a sequel to a movie and you watch the sequel, like that shit sucked.
Right.
I'm not gonna ask you to watch part 1.
Right.
Nah, you good.
I mean, we're watching just so he can all of a sudden say bitch. It's just like, I'm older than 15. Like that doesn't.
Yeah. and you know something, to be honest with you, we're not racist enough to be like, look at the Asian man saying bitch. It's not funny.
No, these goofy folks think it's funny. And it's like, what, every week though? I can see once every week. Yeah. Like you guys were the kids that love a Jack in the Box, huh? Like you guys push it all for hours and hours. Oh, the clown came out again. You know,
he's coming out.
Yeah, that was you as a kid.
Wow.
Yo, and damn, which one is the Private Party? The one with the braids. Had the glasses. He got hurt.
Yep.
He got hurt when that hard. I was about to say Mark Twain. Oh shit. Well, he was at an event. He was at a wrestling event, and he was sitting next to me and Ray. And I was like, "Yo, Ray, how do I know this guy?" Like, I'm like, "Yo, he looks so familiar." And he's like, "Yo, it's Private Party." I'm like, "Oh shit." I'm like, "Oh shit." So like, I'm sitting next to the dude from Private Party. I'm like, "Oh shit." So we're watching the event, and he's talking shit. I'm talking shit. They go into a break, and we start up a conversation. And I had the We the One shirt on. He asked me like, "Who's your favorite tag team?" I said, "The Usos." He goes, "You think they're better than the Young Bucks?" I said, "Yeah, the Young Bucks are good, but the Usos." And sorry, I forgot your name, but I won that argument. I won the argument because the Young Bucks ain't doing shit now.
Comparison. I mean, that was the one, like, to still go for Hulk Hogan. Like, I don't want to turn on the TV and watch guys that I think should be bagging my groceries. And then they're kicking people's ass. Like, wait, what am I watching? That's my for the whole career of the Young Bucks, I've been like, why are we here? Like, why is this? Why are we cheering? Like, am I missing something? Like, I can see everything they're about to do.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I didn't like about their match. I can see everything. I guess everything is in super slow motion. Why? Like, that's one Bret Hart complaint that I will agree with. Like, well, it makes it look even more phony the way that they wrestle.
Yeah, and you can't throw that many super kicks. And have
super
me still...
kicks, the 18 people on the outside of the ring waiting for you to jump on them, all that. It's just
yeah,
how many tope suicidas are you gonna have in a match? Like, it's just Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then, since we're on this, their finishing move don't seem like it was supposed to hurt. Because you do a flip and don't even touch homeboy, and he gets tombstone. I was like, wait a minute. Can you at least make it look like you're actually adding something to that tombstone when you touch him?
Yeah, X marks the spot.
Like nothing. It doesn't seem like you're adding. You're just doing a flip and touching his ass while he's falling down. Like, okay. Like, yo, in all honesty, when the Undertaker used to do a tombstone, and then the homeboy went to the second rope and grabbed his foot and jumped off, that looked way more dangerous than you flipping in the air and doing the congos on his ass. Like, okay, cool, fine, you did a flip. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Well, unless you did a flip into his spine and his spine broke and he fucking and he broke your neck when he did the tombstone, you could no longer walk. I'm not gonna look at this like, oh, this is a dangerous move.
No, that and the
Cobra.
trigger.
Look.
Yeah, the trigger as well. Like it's like you
Yeah.
are going out of your way to make this look like a anime. Like to yell out BTV trigger, and then I'm like, dude, like God dang, like does everything got to be anime? Like
word. And that shotgun fucking clothesline from cowboy shit. You're gonna flip over the top rope and clothesline me.
And
you can't land that shit most
already.
Of the time.
And that's why his knees are gone.
Yeah, you can't land that flip 90% of the time you do the move.
Nope.
And then you're just clotheslining them.
Yep.
That's
it.
JBL had a better clothesline.
Yeah, he has people that sell very well, but it's not a good lariat. Like you say, like JBL, like Stan Hansen. Those are lariats. Okay, those are lariats. I believe that his head is probably in the second row. And it's a good thing his shoulders are here so he can pin him.
Yeah.
That's what I felt when I saw lariats from those two gentlemen. This guy, it's a clothesline. Like you said, first off, I know like his knees already, he's not even that old. And I bet you both of his knees are gone from doing that move.
Word.
Again, I'm going to take another quote from Hulk Hogan. I remember somebody asking him, what if you could change one thing? He's like, my finisher.
Yeah.
He's like 24-inch pythons. I should have been doing the sleeper hold.
Yep.
Now I've been doing the leg drop for this many years. My spine is all compacted from jumping up in the air. And
he was a heavy motherfucker too.
So 300-something pound man running up and jumping butt every night, sometimes 2 times a night when back in the day. So yeah, that was one. He's like, I would change that. So here you are doing this flip that is like a lot of torque when you come around on your knees. We've already seen people blow their knees doing this move, and it's just like the flying head. But why? Like you can think of another move.
Yeah,
you don't have to do this move.
You got elbow right here. Drop the elbow. Elbow's harder than your head. Yeah. Yeah. Like what I'm appreciating now, at least for Penta, is the fact that when he's doing the Mexican Destroyer, it's in different spots. It's in like
absolutely.
He's doing it different ways. I appreciate that.
And damn near out of nowhere. You'll see
yeah.
it. Like it's not this big build up to it or a 2-minute getting the person ready to do it. Like, no, it's like, oh dang, he just did like that's the way it
bitches.
Yeah, exactly. Surprise, motherfucker. Like that's how it should be.
Yeah. Like I don't want to be able to know you're gonna do the move until you're doing it.
Exactly.
That's like, all right, I'm gonna tell you when I'm gonna do the spot when I'm gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. And just
get to that spot, but don't signal to you that I'm about to do it.
Exactly.
Word.
I told Toe, I was like, I'm not a fan of Hangman Page or his finisher.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Me neither. That's why I call him cowboy shit, because I can't forget it. I can't remember his fucking name for the life of me. There's a lot of people that people love that I don't get. Like Eddie Kingston. I understand why. But then I watch the matches and I'm like, why?
Then the bell rings.
Yeah. Look, the match that he had, I didn't see it, but I saw that wild ass fucking spinning back fist that didn't connect. I saw that Nikki Bella style swinging back fist.
Yep. No, it's then he's one of those, and then the bell rings. I think he would be an excellent, like another, like a coming up Paul Heyman.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I don't like you see. I'm saying I don't even think he should wrestle. I think he should be somebody's mic person, and he always like manages, like he has like a stable all the time. Okay, I don't think he like the whole where he does singles. No, it doesn't translate. Like I get like there's some folks on the like that live where y'all live that because he kind of looks like a dude that's walking down the street. I think that's the whole appeal. Is that I think there's East Coast people. He looks like somebody that's walking down the street. Like that's what I think.
Listen, he's from Yonkers.
He didn't even claim him. He didn't even claim him. He goes, no. He's from Yonkers.
That's the country. That's
like the suburbs of the Bronx.
Yeah, so like the way the Bronx work is like you got Manhattan that goes into the Bronx and then it goes into Yonkers. Like it's like Yonkers, Westchester, and then upstate.
Okay.
Anything once you are no longer in the Bronx and you're in Yonkers, you are upstate.
Yes.
You are in the country now.
Yes, I do not care what anybody tell you. That is 100% facts.
Yeah, you are in the country now. Like you could literally be across the street in the Yonkers zip code. You are part of the country. You are upstate. I don't know you.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's like that. Yo, dude, the Bronx is a country, and you can't be a citizen if you in a neighboring country. There's no Commonwealth here. We don't claim anyone else.
There's no.
It's bad enough we claim some parts of the Bronx. But yeah, that's what it's like. He's from Yonkers. That's like you saying no. He's from Oakland, or he ain't from California or San Francisco or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, and
yeah. Say no, that's NorCal.
And,
SoCal and NorCal.
And for me, that's a problem because when you sit there and like somebody he can relate to, right? And granted, I know people like Eddie Kingston, so I can relate. I understand where he's coming from, and his talking ability, I get it, and the grind, I get it. But I see Santana, and I'm like, I relate more to him. And Santana, besides him being Puerto Rican, don't look like me. We're not in the same, like the part of the Bronx he's from is not the same part of the Bronx I'm from. The life he had ain't the life I had. But he's also wrestling, right? The problem is that people from the Bronx, we're not overboard. Like we're who we are, and we're either a silent killer or you a fake nigga. And sometimes in wrestling, that silent killer gotta act like a fake nigga, and it don't register too well. Because if you look, sometimes you listen to like Santana and Ortiz when they do their promos, unless they talking about some real shit, they sound fake. Because we don't know how to be anything other than what we was raised to be.
Right.
And that's why I'm like, Eddie Kingston's from Yonkers. Because he knows how to pretend to be from the Bronx. We don't know how to pretend to be nobody else. Damian Priest is like gothic or something. So he's already an outsider. He's already somebody who, he's from here. He got the attitude. He know how to survive here. But I guarantee you when he was growing up, he was like, I didn't fit in with most of these niggas.
Right.
That's why he's able to succeed, and we could believe him being something else because he was always something else.
Right.
He wasn't defined as the Bronx. He was who he was, from the Bronx.
I like it.
And it pisses me off that they call him from New York, New York.
Yeah.
You from the Bronx, New York. You're not from New York, New York.
Right.
New York is Manhattan.
Right.
There's 5 boroughs, nigga.
Yeah. Hey.
And if you from Staten Island, we don't claim you.
Yeah.
No, it's the same here. Like it's like, you know, when people we know you probably don't know your way around, we'll just say, "Oh, I'm from LA."
Yeah.
But then when people go, "No, we're from LA," we're okay. I was like, now we'll get more specific because now we know you know. So like, okay, I'm from Inglewood.
Yeah.
And then okay, I know where you know, but somebody you can't say you're from Inglewood and you live in Anaheim where Disneyland is. Like that's that's 2 different it's 2 different worlds. So
yeah, 2 different countries, bro.
Word. Yeah. Because it's a bunch of different cultures now.
Exactly.
And we went everywhere today.
We did.
That's the shit. That's how we do.
Word. That's the shit I like. I like that shit because it's not 100% of us bitching about one thing, but we came up with some ideas.
Right.
we made shit better. We're looking for like if people listen to it, like we said earlier, cut the check, Triple H. Let us fucking handle. Let's fix your shit up, or
Man,
steal the shit, steal our fucking shit, and throw a little something on the side.
Take it. Take
throw
it.
something on the side. You know what I'm saying? We want to see good shit. Just give us a little something on the side.
You gonna
know
take it?
I don't have kids because I don't have money, and I need money so I don't have kids.
Give me money. Give me money.
Give me the money.
You pay me.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me stop.
Yeah,
So y'all so early Sunday morning, it'll be about 8 o'clock in the morning for y'all. Running a marathon.
Okay.
I'll be in the Long Beach Marathon. And I got my outfit that damn near looks like Sting.
Nice.
To run. So
you gonna paint the face or no?
I got here's my eye black.
Nice.
I'm gonna have that with the running shades on and a bandana. So the clip because I already know I'm gonna be sweating. So like if I painted my face, it would be kind of a waste of.
Yeah. By mile 2, you're gone.
Yeah,
you look like the Warrior.
Like 5 minutes into the match and it gets Hogan.
Yeah, you need that gold dust face paint that never come off.
Man, I think they just went on and did Earl Chive with
word. Shit. Yeah, is this gonna be televised or no?
I doubt it. Because the Long Beach one, they wait for the LA one. Like
okay,
I'm not like the Long Beach one is flat. The LA Marathon is a steady uphill. I don't know if people know that. So I was like, no, sir.
Damn.
So
sound like Brooklyn.
That's hilarious.
Hey man, wish you luck, bro.
Yes,
and stay hydrated.
Word.
Oh man, I got my water pack. I got these are salt tablets.
Okay.
And you have the gel like that.
I was about to say, do you man laugh at Taffa?
You got that? You gonna put the thing on your nipple so you don't chafe?
It doesn't happen to me. Like that doesn't happen to me. I've seen some people do that. But yeah, that I guess maybe the shirts I pick or whatever don't that doesn't happen.
Nice. All right, cool.
Thank God.
Word. I just want to let you know, DJ, that you are the closest I'm ever gonna get to running a marathon. So congratulations for that. As I'm not running from I used 26. To say I'm only running from the police, and now I'm questioning that.
Right. You know what? I'm just gonna call my lawyer.
Yeah,
go ahead.
We're gonna have to fight this ticket in court, sir.
Right.
Now I want to quit it now.
Yeah, that's the issue that most people have.
Why
you fight the ticket in court. You don't fight the ticket when the cops giving it to you.
No, because it's futile. You're not.
You might not make it home,
man.
Yeah. But yeah, DJ, good luck.
Just take the ticket, y'all.
Word.
We love y'all. Just take the ticket.
Word. But DJ, good luck.
Thank you.
If anything, just remember the hate that we got for who we hate.
So here's my shirt.
Seth Rollins. Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that is dope.
I like that. Say it again. Who we hate? Because we hate a lot of people.
Yeah, right. I'm trying to figure out who we hate. Seth Rollins. Fuck it. Use that hate. Use the dark side, DJ.
Oh no, I'm more I'm trying to when I get to the finish line, I'm trying to get people to yeet.
I hear that.
Just cross the line. 4 letters. 1 word.
Word. Word. So for everybody that's listening, I just want to let y'all know, DJ already knows what you're gonna do when you're gonna cross that line.
I do. I might not know my name, but I know what the hell I'm doing when I cross the line. You see my bib number, you know who I am.
Shit. And well, I mean,
DJ, when you get out there, all right?
Mm-hmm.
1 letter, 4 words. And make sure you go before you start running.
Word.
Exactly.
Don't pull nothing.
And when
up.
somebody's asking you, what are you doing? You go, I'm tuning up the band.
I'm tuning
That's
up.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. Either
Don't
that
worry
or you're
about me.
fixing a divot.
We got 26 miles. I mean,
Yeah. This is the last time I plan on seeing you today, sir. Leave me the fuck alone.
the hell?
Shit. But on that note, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
it's
That was
definitely
a good
getting late.
segue. Yep.
word. It's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads wishing DJ a good marathon run.
But best of luck.
Yep. If you're not in first, you last.
That's right, Ricky Bobby.
I guess I'm gonna be last because I'm just trying to finish.
Just
You and me both.
just remember, second place is first place loser.
That's in this race. That's fine.
And remember, you saved the best for last.
Shit.
I hear that. Crossing the line is a victory in its own.
Man.
even if it's 3 hours after you were supposed to do it.
Word.
After you were supposed to do it.
I think I'm still running the marathon I didn't sign up for. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.